Check 1 2 1 2, bitch.
What up?
What is up, everybody?
Case is going up. This is episode 189.
189.
Of the iLLogical Sense podcast. This is your boy Busby.
Give me a hell yeah!
And over here is your boy JC.
And Munchie.
Yo, what the fuck, man?
I'm telling you, I've been watching Gavin Newsom's speeches, man, and I'll be just trying to imitate his voice. He's just like, in the great state of California, we need to stay in place and try to flatten the curb. And just
It's like it's Batman, but he starts to buffer every now and then. Just like he's gotta load that shit up.
And Obama has, when Obama talks, he'd be like, Michelle and Hillary and
It just sounds like they got weed in common.
Yeah.
No, Gavin Newsom sounds like it's borderline, like, you know, when you have the hole in your fucking throat and shit. It's like borderline there, but not there.
God.
That's what it sounds like. Anyway, how the fuck are y'all doing?
I'm doing great, man. Happy Bobby Bonilla Day.
Hey.
I'm lost.
I thought I was the only one who remembered.
Yeah, my brother.
Yeah.
The biggest. Okay, Bobby Bonilla is the biggest finesse in sports history.
Oh,
So,
that guy.
For people who don't know, Bobby Bonilla is a former player for the New York Mets.
Yep.
The last time he played for the New York Mets was 1999. Since 2011, on July 1st...
Nah, since 2001.
How long is this contract?
Since 2001.
No, it's been since 2011, isn't it?
Nah, they started doing this at 2001.
No. For 25 years starting 2011.
Or unless, okay, maybe he retired in 2001, but then
because he retired 2001 or 2002.
Yeah, okay, that's what it was, yeah.
So since 2011, July 1st, he's been getting cashed out $1.2 million on the dot by the Mets. And he will be getting cashed out
until when?
2035. Until 2035, bro.
That's a round of applause.
Yo!
Greatest fucking contract in the history.
So for those who are trying to figure out what the hell's going on, like how that could even happen. So in 2000, meanwhile, he was playing with the Cardinals as before he retired.
I remember because like towards the end of his career, he was kind of like bouncing around.
Either way, he was on a different team. But in 2000, he and the Mets agreed to a buyout for his remaining $5.9 million.
Wow.
All right. This is where it gets funny.
Okay.
However, instead of just paying Bonilla the $5.9 million just at once, the Mets just, for whatever reason, agreed to make annual payments of nearly $1.2 million, and they're going to be doing it for 25 years because in the negotiations, it's 8% interest.
Damn.
At the time, Mets ownership was invested in Bernie Madoff account that promised double-digit returns, and the Mets were poised to make a significant profit if the Madoff account delivered. But it didn't work that way. So instead of just giving this man $5.9 million, they put it off, and now they're going to owe him damn near $30 million when it's all said and done.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is the biggest finesse in sports history.
Easily.
The man is, 50... He's like 57 right now.
So he's set for life.
Well, basically, he's going to get paid till he's like 73 or something.
Yeah, he's like 72 or 73 when
so
he receives his final
kids
payment.
are set for life.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, easy.
Wow. Different round of applause. Not a round of applause.
No, that's air horn. We gave him 2 rounds of applause. That's air horn now. Shit.
This is a new level and shit.
This is the biggest finesse. Also on this day, one of the biggest finesse in basketball, Darren Williams.
What did Darren Williams do?
Darren Williams received his final $15,000 a day payment by the Nets over the last 5 years.
Oh, shit.
People of color get paid. That's their reparations.
His shit averaged out to $15,000 a day. So I ask you guys.
What would I do for $15,000 a day?
No, I'm just saying, what would you prefer? Because it's basically the same amount. It factors out to the same amount of money. Would you receive the $1.2 million once annually for 25 years? Or would you factor in the $15,000 for 5 years? $15,000 a day. Because it's pretty much going to be the same thing.
$15,000 a day.
I mean, it's kind of dope to see your bank account just jump up.
No matter where you look at.
I mean, that's cool money. That's cool. But I'm saying, like, $15,000 a day. That means I could fuck off a Monday. And when I wake up, there's another $15,000.
There you go. Let's
Just
start over.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what I would do because it's like money. Wait, like I'm a homebody, so it's like, shit. Come back to me later.
ESPN got to do a 30 for 30 on big finesses, man.
Oh, yeah.
You got finesse.
That's long.
No, what's his name? Finesse the Raiders. What's his name? Jamarcus Russell.
Well, he didn't really finesse him. He was drafted.
Yeah.
So,
but still.
It was just that guaranteed coin. This is a fucking finesse.
Right.
He was supposed to get paid out $5.9 million one time, and it was like, nah, we got this account, and it'll be better for us and you in the long term. And it was better for him in the long term, but it ain't better for the Mets. $1.2 million for 25 years.
Bro, that is dope.
And you're 10 years in.
It's fucking dope.
Yeah. Well,
I ain't worried about shit.
All right. Happy anniversary to us. iLLogical Sense.
Yes,
4
yes.
years. 4 years.
Yep.
Yeah, boy. You're 2 years.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever.
4
I'm
years.
here now.
We started this podcast 4 years ago. Now look at us. Upgraded to a room and a webcam.
We got a sign, too.
Yeah, recording in front. And a little sign.
Niggas moving on up, baby.
Moving on up. Moving on up.
Yeah, now my week was cool. I mean, obviously work. These re-lockdowns, they don't move me. Bring it on. I need more lockdowns. I need less people off the road.
I mean, technically,
so I can do my job better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I need to say this. I apologize, Netflix.
For what?
Remember I said the downward spiral was going to take that 5 year?
Yeah.
But even with me saying it wasn't going to happen immediately, it was still going to be after a 2-year span.
Uh-huh. What they got you? Where they get you now?
Come on, man.
Where did they get you? In what show? They could get Netflix can come at you in every direction.
For those who know me,
I don't know you.
Unsolved Mysteries is a big part of my life.
Really?
When Dom, Cherie, and I were growing up, and we had off days, we would purposely record as many Unsolved Mysteries on the DVR, and in the days of summer, we would lay a pallet out in the living room, and we would just watch Unsolved Mysteries all fucking day.
Wow.
Because there was no sports in the summertime. So we were, it wasn't like Summer League was what it was today, what it was when we were younger.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we would try to find something just so we could watch. And we just bonded over Unsolved Mysteries and syndication.
Wow.
So...
Shit.
That was on NBC, I remember that.
Yeah, and so it was on NBC, but then the syndication was on Lifetime.
Ah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So, I forgot to bring this up last week. You would imagine how I felt on my birthday when Netflix drops a trailer saying, hey, guess what? We got the reboot coming next week, which was yesterday.
Oh,
shout out.
shit.
And I'm looking at that motherfucker and I'm like, really? Okay.
Wow.
So I purposely stayed up until midnight last night.
Wow.
So I could watch the first 2 episodes. So it's volume 1 has 6 episodes.
Don't spoil it because I want to watch that
The
shit.
difference in this is there is no host, so that kind of sucks.
Okay.
However, they have made the theme song more terrifying. They put less emphasis on the drums, more emphasis on the melody.
Okay.
They've slowed it down. And on top of that, when it gets to the final screen, there's a silhouette of Robert Stack in the background of the Unsolved Mystery logo.
He's dead, right?
He'd been dead for a long time.
Yeah. Wow.
They had Ferrigno, his replacement. After he came on and did like a couple seasons, he was dead too. So it was...
He did, so they just go, you know what? Let's just do voiceovers now.
No, they're not even doing voiceovers.
Oh.
So the way it works, that's like the one downfall, my critique. Everything else is fucking top notch. So instead of doing 4 to 5 little stories in 1 hour, it's one story for the entire hour.
Oh, wow.
They're able to do so much with that. It looks like it's cinematic. It looks like it's a movie, how they shoot it.
I believe it.
But it's in documentary form. So it still follows the premise of you interview as many close people around the situation. And it's fucking good. Like,
wow.
It brings up a lot of nostalgia. I got through the first 2 episodes last night, and then Larissa and I watched the 3rd episode before I came here. And yeah.
Don't spoil it. I'm gonna watch it.
No, I ain't spoiling shit, but I'm just letting you know. Like, I saw Unsolved Mysteries, man, and I was like, oh, no. See, okay, Netflix, I apologize. I'm sorry.
See, for me, over the weekend, I decided to buy The Last of Us Part 2 for my PS4, everyone that really knows me knows I don't play video games because if I play a video game, I know what's gonna happen to me. I'm gonna get stuck, and I'm gonna devote my time. When I put my mind to something, I'm just hooked in. I don't like put the controller down. I will keep playing until it's done, and especially if it has a great story. So I'm playing that game right now, and it's a great story. Nice. Really, 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 really great. What's it called? Really, really great story. And yeah, it has a lot of controversy right now. Well, it's like they said it sold more than the Spider-Man PS4 game.
Okay.
Again, it broke records and shit like that because people have been waiting 6-7 years for this game.
That's a Sony exclusive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can wait for the PS5 or whatever. It's a great game. I was like, before Martine picked me up, I was like, okay, let me pause because I know it's about to happen now.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with 2K. So 2K, they started dropping the covers. Damian Lillard, of course, is
yes, sir.
Oakland's very own. Is gonna be on the main cover. And then they got a next generation. Then they got a next generation cover. And of course, we knew Zion was gonna be in on that. Of
course.
So now we're just waiting for the official. They could go another direction, but I'm really banking on the fact it's going to be Kobe when they announce that.
Yeah, it's going to be Kobe.
It could go in another direction, though. That's what I'm saying.
Like, you never know.
All of a sudden, Will Chamberlain pops up and is like,
you going to play as Will Chamberlain?
100-point game, like, on 2K.
Wait, hold on. Does this include the off the court?
Oh, no, that's a 20,000-point game. But that's over. You got to play my player for that. They need to, 2K needs to open up the my career, my player, and they need to take half of the staff of Grand Theft Auto.
Oh yeah, you've been saying.
And they just need to. You don't have to go as extreme and just kill people for no reason.
Yeah.
But come on, man. After I put 40 up on a nigga, I should be able to go to the club and get bitches. Like they should have an MA version of this game. Like that's all I'm saying.
I get you.
You know what I'm saying? I should be able to live like the baller after I perform on the court. That's all I'm saying.
Someone said put Stephen A on the cover.
That'd be fire. Yo, actually, would be fire.
I mean, what's it called? Madden don't do shit. All they do is just update the fucking roster now. It's just like, whatever. Yeah, I'm big whatever on Madden now until like EA, because EA hasn't given up the rights to the NFL, so it's kind of just like whatever. It's the same fucking game every fucking year. Same controls, same everything. What am I going to do on you? If I play you on Madden, I'm going to use my Niners and I'm going to run the ball on you. And you will not stop me. Yeah.
See, I'm debating on what I'm going to do with 2K because if the NBA season don't start until the end of December, when 2K supposedly is going to drop in, September or October, they won't even be drafting the rookies at that time yet.
Yeah.
So that'll kind of be pointless. Yeah. And then I got to wait for the season to start, so I'm like, I might as well wait till the PS5 drops so I can just buy it all there.
Yep.
Might as well.
It'll just have to be a video game drop for a couple months, but hold my money and just buy a big ass bundle. I mean, shit, the way these streaming fucking apps is working, shit, CBS Network thought they had me, or All Access, they thought they had me again. No. And here's the fucked up thing about it. So I signed up for... Remember you were talking about the Twilight Zone, and I was like, nah.
Yeah, I thought that's the only reason why you signed up for it.
Yeah, I was like, nah. But then I was like, you know what, it's 4th of July weekend. I'm actually working on 4th of July. I'm not celebrating 4th of July anyways. Let me just watch The Godfather early, because I haven't watched it yet.
Godfather, so good. Because you said Godfather is on the CBS shit?
Well, no, I was just saying, I was like, okay, I think I downloaded it on my computer.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have it downloaded on my computer, and I was like...
Don't you have it on DVD?
Yeah, but the DVDs are on the side of the house buried under other shit. And I was like, my time is more valuable than the money right now. So let me just get the CBS shit.
You could just...
But I forgot that because I switched my emails. And I switched to my JC No Hundreds on my Apple.
Don't you hate that shit?
No. It's beautiful. Because I switched emails. It hadn't registered with CBS yet, so they gave me the 7 days for free. So I was like, all right, cool.
Work the system.
Right. So I was like, well, I'm here. I might as well watch. I was saving The Godfathers for the evening, but during the day I was like, I might as well start watching Twilight Zone. I got through 2 episodes and I was like,
no. Oh, they fell off, huh?
Well, it was mediocre when the first season.
You watched it, yeah.
This one is just straight up like hipster mode. I'm like, they had one with fucking Damon Wayans Jr. and like the plot was just they didn't resolve anything in the end.
Isn't that like all this Twilight Zone shit?
No, there's always a resolution in the end. It's like it's a fucked up resolution.
Yeah, that's what I mean, like fucked up.
No, this one there was no resolution. It's just like, oh yeah, that was fun. Okay, we'll see. Well, we can overcome this, and it just ends. And it's like
it was like a happy ending.
No, it was just one of those endings where it was like
that's it.
And see, I was trying to watch all the ones with the black leads, so his episode wasn't until like episode 8. So I went from episode 1 to episode 8 and watched that, and I was like, nah, I'm just good on Twilight, this reboot. And then when I go to watch Godfather 3, I see that the Godfather trilogy has been taken off. Because it's going to the Peacock app, which is NBC's app, when it drops in 2 weeks.
And you might as well just get it because the office is going over there.
Yeah, and I looked at that, and they're doing a 40% off if you sign up for the year up front.
Oh, there you
go. And I was
go.
like, yeah, I'm just going to pay the $80 up front. And just
There you go.
That shit's dropping July 15th.
What else is going to be on that app? All the NBC
I have no
shows.
idea. Like, the office is there.
Whatever's on NBC.
But obviously, smart ones.
See, I want to figure out how that works with the Fresh Prince. If the Fresh Prince was
HBO got that on.
No, what I'm saying is if it was just filler until NBC opened up.
That'd be some bullshit.
Because apparently that's what it was for The Godfather. The Godfather was on CBS
filler. I think
Fresh
Prince is exclusive to HBO Max. I remember hearing that. So it's exclusive.
We'll find out July 15th. Cause
they better not take that. I'll be pissed. That's the whole reason why everyone got fucking HBO Max. One of the reasons. I saw Fresh Prince. You know what they need to add to HBO Max? The Chris Rock show. They do not have the Chris... But then I kind of thought about it. They need to pay the fucking live performances and shit. Because the live performers, the labels and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was watching...
Yeah, they don't ever pay live.
Because I was watching the Chappelle show. Because they had it on... They had like a whole marathon on Comedy Central. And I've watched the DVD so much that I forget that there was music artists on there. Because the only ones they have on the DVD is the Common and Kanye performance. And the Mos Def car performance. The carpool performance. Other than that, they don't show nothing else. So I'm watching it. And ladies and gentlemen, Fat Joe. I was like, Fat Joe? And
Yo, what?
I don't remember this episode. I was like, oh yeah, you were on this.
When did this happen?
Fat Joe? Yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, he did have other. So he showed the one with DMX. It was a young ass Swiss Beats performing and shit. And they were doing like a whole medley of songs. And there was when he was doing What's My Name, and all of a sudden the DJ had the vocals, and X was doing it, and all of a sudden he stops because he hears his vocals. Like, you play my vocals, dog? And he's looking at him with that look on his eye like he wanted to beat the DJ's ass. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Probably did.
No, and then he went to the
We'll
next
get to
song.
fucking up DJs in a little bit.
Yeah, of course. Well, no, Akademiks ain't no DJ.
Nah, we ain't talking about that one.
Nah, you ain't talking. I know who he's talking about.
No.
Yeah.
I know exactly who he's talking about.
Yeah, and then I was wondering, because that's why they don't really play all that on Nickelodeon like that, because they don't have the performances, because they need to pay the fucking labels.
Well, that and they don't have all the episodes from every season.
Yeah, that too. So
Really?
it's like,
It'll go from like season 2. You'll go from like episode 3 to like episode 14.
yeah.
Shit.
Oh yeah,
It's like, what's the fucking
You know
point?
Mad TV's on HBO Max?
Yeah.
Mad TV they were better
It was
than
alright.
SNL. They were better than SNL.
I would watch it more than SNL, but it was like
because they came on 11, and SNL came on like 11:35. So it was like you want a 35-minute head start, watch Mad TV, and then you could turn over to HBO, NBC, see who's hosting SNL, see how it's looking. Like, okay, I'm going back to Mad TV.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man.
Yeah, so they got that, and then I don't know when this is coming out, but
What?
Colin Kaepernick and Ava DuVernay,
Oh yeah.
they got a 6-part docuseries coming
about-
out on Netflix.
It's about his upcoming, right?
His upbringing, basically what I'm guessing everything that led up to. I'm like that's how I'm reading the descriptions. It's not what he did in terms of the kneeling. It's everything that led up in the formation of him to that point.
I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know.
Interesting.
I've been kind of
Yeah.
on Eva DuVernay.
Well,
I don't know why. Well,
the reason why I say it's interesting though is because a lot of people give him shit about him being like adopted by white parents and being privileged and shit.
I know all that.
But what I'm saying is
Oh.
I'm hopefully that this shit will uncover. You know
Who
what I
he
mean?
is.
Not exactly, or maybe it might just back it up, but at least
Yeah.
we'll know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
We'll know
Yeah.
where he comes from.
I'm not tripping
who he
about all
really
that.
Truly is. And shit.
I don't know. It's mostly on her because it's just. I don't know. It's just like she's.
Oh, you're tripping on her. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. It's mostly on her. I already know about the whole Kaepernick shit, but it's just on her. It's kind of just like. I don't know. She's been kind of giving me just like shady feelings. I don't know.
Like Eminem?
No.
Oh.
You funny. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see how that plays out.
Anyway, so Verzuz.
And I
So I'm not really a Fabolous fan or Jadakiss fan. I do enjoy both music, but looking at the comments on Twitter, people were really mad at Fabolous.
Look, I'm a fan of both. I was very excited for this battle. Okay,
yeah.
My Kobe 2003 All-Star throwback came just in time for this battle. I had my throwback on.
You have the towel over your head too?
Nah, we don't waste paper towels in this climate right now. If there was no COVID, then for sure, but not right now. We need them paper towels. But I did my part, and I was ready. I had everything geared up. I realized that Apple TV, the app on the Fire Stick, doesn't have Apple Music. So I was like, no big deal. So I got my Apple TV and I hooked that bitch up.
Oh, what the fuck?
And I watched it on there, so it was cool.
They actually have like the song, like the radio streaming for Apple Music too, so you can listen to it on that too.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch it on IG.
So it's just like the audio?
Yeah, you can just listen to the audio. Okay. Yeah, I found that out. I was like, oh shit! I put that shit on while I was playing Last of Us.
Yep. And then everybody showed up late, which I was like, all right,
like 15
whatever.
minutes late.
Yeah, not a big deal.
Right.
Expecting that. And then Kiss and Fab were like, we just gonna jump in the shit. So I was like, see, that's why I wasn't tripping off the fact they was late. Not a big deal. And they start playing their music. They go. They let the music speak for itself, and I was appreciative of that. Then it got to the third round.
Already.
DJ Booth need his ass kicked.
Now,
expeditiously.
DJ Booth is, what's his name? That's
Nicky's DJ. Yeah, and that's well, he needs his ass whooped.
Hey,
because there was
what
no
did he
reason.
do?
There was no reason. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Okay.
I had it as a draw after all the 2010 because I was only going based off of the songs that I was connecting with. So of course, knowing Fab's catalog the way I do, I connected with some of those songs better. But in going back and reviewing that set list, I was like, oh nah, Kiss was whooping this man's ass. Like it wasn't even close.
Yeah,
When I factor out my bias, when I take my bias out of this, like it wasn't even close. Like Kiss was whooping his ass, and the fucked up thing was, Kiss was playing his street shit the majority of the time.
He really was. That's what I noticed.
Seriously.
And
He
DJ
really was.
Booth, and they wouldn't connect. They weren't putting two and two together. And like, okay, let's dive in and start playing. Because I thought Fab played it smart when he dropped his verse from Nothing on Me from Carter 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was him, Joel's. I was like, that's perfect. Get that out the way now to remind cats who you are. Because that was the most memorable verse on the song anyways.
Right.
So, cool. After that, it was just and it was like Kiss didn't have to do it.
So did Fabolous curve it? You know how we flatten the curve?
Nah, it was just a spiral. And he got him back on certain ones. Like, don't get me wrong, like he had a few, but there was no reason why it should have been that big of an ass whooping. And at one point, DJ Booth played a song. I forgot what it was, and Fab was like, nah. He's like, yo, play that joint. And DJ Booth looked at this man and was like, nah, I don't want to play that one right now.
Whoa.
And I looked at the screen.
Wait a minute. He said that?
Yeah. And I looked at the screen.
What the fuck is you? You're the DJ player. Okay.
Yeah.
I said, nigga, this ain't your fucking. What the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
Nah, I don't want to play that right now.
He did, yeah. No, I'm not even making this shit up.
He said that?
Verbatim.
He said those
no, I don't
words,
want to play that. No, I'm not want to play that right now. He's like, nigga, play the song.
What if Fabolous did after he said that?
He said, nah, play the fucking song.
And he walked off the fucking camera too.
Yeah,
he didn't want to be seen. He was pissed, bro. Like you could tell.
Like the funny shit about this battle was by round 5, both Kiss and Fab were drunk.
Oh, so that was Kiss was off that.
No, but you probably noticed that towards the end of the battle. It was funny seeing it take place from the beginning.
Oh yeah, no, I watched it from the beginning. I watched it from the beginning, and you literally saw Jadakiss was like, "I ain't gonna tell no stories. Nah, just play that shit." And then gradually it started going up, and up, and up.
And then when I forgot who the person on the set was trying to give us water. It was like, I don't need no fucking water. I'm a grown ass man
with 6 kids. No, Jadakiss pulled a joker out of his ass, man, when he played Victory. I did not know he wrote Diddy's verse. I did not know that.
He wrote a lot of
I know
Diddy's verses, bro.
I know, but I didn't know he wrote that one. I was like, why is he playing this? And I was like, oh, you wrote that. Oh, you motherfucker.
And then his verse comes right after, so he wrote 32 back to back, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Wasn't on Victory?
Huh?
I'm talking about Victory. Not All About the Benjamins.
Oh, okay, yeah, my fault. I got those two confused.
Yeah. That one, that was funny.
He wrote that one. So then, all right, I'm gonna go through a couple of these because some of these rounds just didn't make no fucking sense to me.
The way you said that, some of these rounds don't make no goddamn sense.
They didn't. Like, it was just like, all right, bro.
So
like,
he's so Fabolous pulling Nelly, huh?
I mean, I can hold Fab responsible as well because at that point he should have just smacked the fuck out of DJ Booth and was like, nigga, just play what the fuck I tell you to play.
Stick to the script. The way this dude has been saying it the whole night.
Oh no, there was one part where Jadakiss goes like, you're not playing fair. I'm on this joint too.
Yo, yeah. All right, yeah. So this is what I'm saying. Round 3, it just started getting shaky. Kiss plays his verse from the Made You Look remix, so then DJ Booth plays Start It Up. And I'm like, Start It Up isn't in your top 20.
Not even.
Remember, we're talking about Fab's top 20. Top 20 records to go in this battle. So I'm not thinking of Start It Up.
What would you have played?
Anything but Start It Up.
See, honestly, at that point, you're going up against fucking, Made You Look remix, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not throwing Start It Up's not even in my.
I'm saying that's an L anyways.
I would have put.
But it doesn't matter. I'm going out. I'm going out swinging. I'm not.
I would have played Cuffin' Season. I would have played Cuffin' Season.
I would have pulled something off of the Soul Tapes.
Yeah, I would have played Cuffin' Season.
That's true. He didn't play shit off that.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you only played like one song.
Played the only song off the Soul Tapes was Young OG, which is the final song in the whole fucking series.
Wait, isn't that?
That's Soul Tape 3.
Are you sure?
Young OG is the project, but the song Young OG is the final song on Soul Tape 3.
Oh, okay.
He played Uptown Vibes after Victory. I was like, why'd you do that?
Then he played.
Well, he was going first at that point.
Oh.
Yeah. So they rotated after the first 10.
Yeah, that's true.
I just
because
so Kiss came up with World War III, which from the Rough Riders, the writer died too. And then they followed up with Gangsta Don't Play, and I'm like, no, why are you doing that?
See, that one was on DJ Booth.
Yeah,
he even was like, oh, thanks, I appreciate that, good looking or whatever.
Yeah,
that was shouting him out, but really, I mean, it sounded like he was kind of being sarcastic.
Like, why are you playing this shit?
Then they played, for whatever reason, when they switched, again, they're just playing songs that have no business being in this battle. He starts off with Fab with Ball Drop, which is the French Montana. To me, it was a throwaway track off of the Young OG project.
Yeah.
And then that's when Kiss followed up with Victory.
Yeah, that
like,
was.
What the fuck are you doing?
And taking an L.
I mean, and then like the only thing I'll say about Kiss is that Kiss left some of his bigger records off, which I was surprised at, but I wasn't surprised in a bad way because he was whooping his ass at this point. So it was like, why you need it? But I thought for sure when Fab played Can't Deny It, Kiss was going to counter with Time's Up, so it could be a Nate Dogg collab versus Nate Dogg collab.
He said, fuck that and played Fuck You.
Yeah, and I was like, I mean, I'm going to give Can't Deny It that, but I was like, that was the only thing I was really let down with Kiss. But at that point, he was already standing up and he was flapping his wings and he was like fucking like, he was
that was
gone.
Hilarious.
He was sauce.
Because I was looking on my timeline and I was just like, dude. Everyone is saying it's like lopsided. The last time it was lopsided like that was with Scott Storch and Manny Fresh. I was like, shit.
Yeah. Like, and so the thing was, it didn't hit me until 2 hours before the battle when I realized, oh shit, Kiss got one in the tuck and I don't know when he's gonna drop it.
And what was it?
Run.
Oh yeah,
the Ghostface song. I completely forgot about that. And I was like, as the battle kept going on, I'm like, I'm getting nervous now because. At any given point, he could drop this shit. And then round 15, when Fab dropped Youngin, and I was like, he's not gonna counter with dance. He's not gonna counter with the dance. And I was like, I think he might
gonna do
this
it.
One.
He's gonna do it.
Oh, the boy done did it. And he did it right, and I was like, yeah, this shit's over. It's a wrap.
That's when I turned it off.
But see, it was fucked up because like when they finally got Fab's records, his top tier ones. By that point, it was like, see, you wasted time. Because now you're playing these, and Kiss hasn't touched, and like, he's just now touching his classics.
Yeah.
So when he puts up You Be Killing Them, it's like, all right, that's a cool one. What the fuck is that supposed to do against It's All About the Benjamins?
Not a damn thing.
Like, you just wasted time.
A lot of time.
Nah, yeah, that's why Fab, when he just sat down on the side, and Kiss was like, nah, you gotta rap this shit, play this shit. And he's just looking at him like, no, because this nigga fucking my shit up. Nah, fuck this.
Jadakiss was
off that Douce. He's like, shout out to Ciroc with a fucking bottle of Douce in his bottle.
The ass whooping was so bad that he kept stopping Fab's records just to tell him, yo, I fuck with this record. Like,
yeah, seriously, bro.
That's how you know you get your ass whooped.
You gonna sing this record at my wedding?
Yeah.
Like, he was hella fucked up. Like,
And you literally saw him gradually go from sober to drunk. Literally. Like,
wait,
the COVID
it's
case,
just
he started
he
going
did
up.
not start as sober. What the fuck is wrong with you?
No. For his standards, and all of a sudden it just started going up, and he's like, I ain't gonna tell no stories, and then he starts telling stories.
Yeah. Fucking Rick James like a motherfucker, bro.
That was pretty entertaining.
DJ Boo just, I mean, overall it was entertaining. It was fun.
Yeah.
As a Fab fan,
But as a Fab fan, I didn't even have Fab at like blowing out Jadakiss because I respect Kiss's career.
Oh,
even
yeah,
though
for sure.
he doesn't have what many consider the classic album in his catalog.
Yeah.
Kiss is on classic records. Like,
easy.
so 20 records just ain't enough.
Yeah.
Right.
So you gotta respect it. And I even put that, like, you know, the quote unquote the spreads. I was like, if we going off of just like popularity, then yeah, I'm gonna give Fab the nod on this. But if we going off of the hit records, I'm gonna give Kiss the nod because there's gonna be some shit you guys are gonna remember, like, oh shit, he was on that joint. Yeah. And it played out exactly that way. And I was like, well,
for
so
sure.
who's next? So who's next for these verses? Who do y'all want next?
Cats is they talking about they want it out here in the Bay.
E40 Too Short.
They want E40
Really?
Too Short. Yeah.
Yeah, that has to happen.
And I keep seeing
going up.
I mean, it's something that could actually happen. You know what I mean? It technically is.
It needs to happen.
It's just that, like, it's gonna bug me personally because I know a lot of their bigger songs are not gonna be on there. Like, for example,
they're gonna play all
Rapper's
that
Ball is not gonna be on there. You know what I mean? That has both of them on it. Like,
I just see so much disrespect when it comes to both of them.
Yeah,
and it irritates the
I
fuck
think
out
more
of me.
E40.
Like, niggas is like, does Too
That
Short
ain't
even
nothing
have
new.
20 records? And I'm like, all right.
What?
oh my
Okay.
god,
All right.
come on now, bro.
That's why you gotta keep scrolling.
Like,
keep scrolling.
okay.
So you keep scrolling.
He's
to your
been
mental
rapping
health.
since like what, 85?
He's been rapping
Some
when
shit
y'all
like that?
been in your daddy's balls. That's Too
real. I
Short.
mean, these are-
How many retirements are Too Short?
y'all-
I mean,
Freaky Tales. Like,
Dog.
I remember what's it called? Rhyme and Reason, when they showed back in 92, 93, they showed Too Short at his retirement party.
yeah, then he unretired. Yeah, he was the first one to do that retirement
And
shit.
they came right the fuck
Oh,
back.
yeah, he announced the last album. He
Yeah,
put out
album
the
number 10. The
last album.
Getting it.
How many albums do you have now?
And the motherfucker came back with like,
Shit,
did
like
another 10 albums
20?
in a span of 7 years or some shit like
He just
that.
drops when he feels like it now.
Yeah.
That's Too Short. Bitch!
But I think I would like to see that battle because obviously, number one, it's home turf.
Oh, obviously, yeah.
But number two, their careers are actually so closely tied together because never mind the fact that they're on a lot of the same classic records. Mm-hmm. Think about how the 2000s, going into the early 2000s, it starts. They both doing their music out here, but then they both go to Atlanta to go get the Lil Jon touch.
Oh my god, yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Like, but both of them did that.
Yeah, but
And then
he has
Too Short had been fucking with people in the South for a while, though.
Yeah,
and he was
but no,
living out
but it
there,
was,
too.
but it was, you know, when he was first dropping, Shake That Monkey and Burn Rubber.
Oh yeah.
For that album,
yeah.
like Lil Jon was heavily involved with that.
Oh, yeah.
So in order to do that,
for
he
sure.
went, yeah, he was always fuck. They both always fucked with Southern artists.
Yeah.
But it was at that time period when they both were like, let's go get some money with our Atlanta brethren.
Dude, that shit, man.
Like it was like at the same time, and then notice
Yeah.
how in the last decade, that's when they started doing their collab projects.
Yeah.
Like their careers are heavily tied together.
Too Short versus E40 needs to happen.
it's almost mirror images. Like,
Yeah.
It has to happen for the culture, man. For the Bay Area culture, we need that, Swizz. We need that.
I definitely would love to see that, man.
Now, I don't know. Maybe in New York, I don't know who should be next.
You know, I'm starting to warm up more and more, and I know it's not going to happen.
But
But I'm starting to warm up more and more. Just get John 50.
yes,
That's
Just-
it's
never gonna happen.
I get you, but that shit ain't never
50
gonna
ain't
happen.
never gonna
bro.
let that happen. Ja would want it to happen, but 50 ain't gonna let that shit happen.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
It's not going to happen, but set that shit up.
Nah.
Set that shit up. Because in going through Jadakiss's that cheat sheet, and they got, and it's cool, as dope as the cheat sheet is,
Shout out to Low Key.
as dope as it is, y'all gotta minimize that shit. There's no reason why I should be going to a cheat sheet and 122 songs are in there.
Hey,
Pick the top.
I get
It's
it.
for studying. That's what
It's
what
cool
it
for your
is.
studying, but pick what you would perceive their top 30.
That's what I did with my Drake and
Like-
Jay-Z one. That's what I did.
Like pick their top 30 that you would think they would do for their 20. Don't throw 122 tracks in there because again, we get the battle and they're playing 40 songs. None of them shits they was playing was even in that cheat sheet. Like, wasn't even thought about.
Yeah, seriously.
So just minimize it. But I was going through that, and then for some reason I completely forgot that Kiss, Joe, and Ja were on the New York track.
Yep.
So then I was like,
prompted 50 to fucking diss him. I remember when that track dropped, I was like, watch 50 diss Fat Joe and Jadakiss for this.
Every New York fan and rapper always cites that song as the downfall of New York rap.
Really?
Because they see that, and then that's when 50 lost it, and you basically had to choose sides in New York. And
that was so weird to me.
New York rap just started spiraling out of control.
That was so weird.
That's crazy.
I remember when the video came out, I was sitting there and I'm like, watch 50 diss Fat Joe and Jadakiss. And he did, but no one ever, but Fat Joe and mainly Jadakiss, they lit 50's ass up on wax. And 50 never really responded. He not on wax. He just, his antics and shit.
Yeah.
But man, Jadakiss lit 50's ass up.
Oh yeah, no, they weren't playing.
I remember that. And 50 was like, "Oh, I sold more than you."
Yeah,
on that fucking 6ix9ine shit.
But that was another thing. Jadakiss did announce that.
Don't look at me like that. Don't ever look at me like that.
What?
Because I said 6ix9ine's name, and he just gets in a trance.
Snitchy 60.
No, we can say that, but don't say
that's
the man's
cool.
name.
I got no issue with Snitchy 60. That makes perfect sense.
You gave me the bride look. Wee, wee, wee.
Jadakiss also said a Locks album's on the way.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he
I'm
did.
excited for that.
Bucket.
Especially because I like Kiss's last album. I thought it was the Ignatius one.
Yeah.
So now I'm
that
excited.
dropped this year, right?
Yeah. Dropped back in April or May.
Yeah.
One of the two.
I think April.
Yeah.
When the Rona was warming up.
Yeah, when we first got locked down.
Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, so I liked how Verzuz is moving now though.
Yeah.
Put them two in a room.
Yep.
Get off of IG.
And no, they separated. It's on IG now. It's on Apple Music, Apple
TV,
YouTube. So
it's on YouTube too.
Well, people are legally streaming it from their,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you can always watch the replay on YouTube.
Yeah. But
speaking of YouTube, listeners, we tried the YouTube shit, and it's a big no.
For now,
it's not working. That being said, if anybody wants to contribute to the podcast in ways,
for free,
because when it's just the three of us, it's just we got to sacrifice something.
It's too much.
I mean, if you're watching this on Caffeine, that's the only visual you're gonna get of all.
You will see us live, and then everything else will be replayed back. But we did compromise, so we took that YouTube logo out on the covers and. We had a Google podcast, so you can catch us there too.
It's there.
Yeah.
There. Yeah.
Just go check it out.
Music did drop over the weekend. 6 Black or Black.
Can you please stop saying that shit?
Just to piss you off.
Well, you do
You're
it
the
really
only one that gets mad about it.
It's irritating.
You're the only one that gets mad about it. JT knows. So you don't react. Anyway, 6-piece hot EP.
It was hot.
It was hot.
That shit was dope, man.
That was a great EP.
I purposely stayed away from ATL Freestyle and Float when they dropped. I was like, nah. I saw all the reactions to it, and I was like, nope, you're not gonna tempt me. I'm gonna wait till it drops. And I'm very glad I waited till it dropped to hear it flow within the context of all those transitions.
Right.
Float is an amazing fucking song.
ATL Freestyle is an amazing record.
It's like, but there's just something about Float where it's a great fucking song.
Elephant in the Room
is amazing.
Yes. It is.
Know My Rights.
The whole EP.
Fantastic.
Bro, it's 6 songs. He went 6 for 6.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Yeah. But the thing about Know My Rights is, for those who don't know, it's reported that Lil Baby is now charging $100,000 for a feature.
I mean,
I want to give him a round of applause because when you do verses like that on Know My Rights,
it makes sense.
That young man deserves every single penny. So run him his coin.
Yeah, definitely that.
Yeah.
Give him his money.
Shit.
Give him his money.
Long Nights, incredible. I loved how Outside ended the quick project. Like I'm always, how I am when it comes to EPs. Mm-hmm. It's like they just too quick.
It's too short.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in the era of 7-track albums
or 9 tracks.
Yeah, and us, going through with like, okay, once you put 6 tracks on a project, now I'm looking at it as it's a project.
Yeah.
For what this is, it's one of the better projects I've heard this year.
Yeah.
Like Martin said, And for me, he's showing off at this point.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, where you could just come out and dedicate a project that's centered around your new hot sauce.
Mm-hmm. And like a little teaser for your next sophomore album or whatever. Or third album.
Yeah.
Shit.
Like, nah, everything about this is correct and it's right.
Yeah.
So I want to salute him. Give him a round of applause for that.
Another album I listened to.
I want to try the hot sauce.
Yeah, same here.
I'm not really a hot sauce. I'm not really a hot sauce person.
I ain't a hot sauce, man.
It just depends on the hot sauce, though.
I gotta have some sauce, bro.
So I keep Tapatio on deck.
I got all different kinds, man.
Yeah.
Just like,
I'm
ready to go. Number one on my list, though, always La Vic's orange sauce.
Oh, yes!
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yes. When you posted that picture of you in In-N-Out shit,
Yo.
like In-N-Out and the animal fries, and you had the fucking LaVic's hot sauce, I was like, oh, nigga.
I win.
But I keep that Tapatio on deck because it goes on anything.
Yeah.
So does that fucking orange sauce.
Yeah, but you gotta go to La
too.
Vic's to go get the shit. I can just go to a regular store and go get the Tapatio.
Nah. DoorDash.
That's it.
Like, for
Oh, so I
real.
don't got time for that. Like, I don't
Want me to wait?
Yeah.
So you going to wait for my food to come
Yeah,
to
no,
me?
no. I'm going to Safe Flight. I'm getting my bottle and I'm carrying it with me everywhere I go. Like,
Beautiful.
yeah.
Another album I listened to was IDK and Friends 2, the Basketball County soundtrack, which is, I guess, Kevin Durant's documentary or whatever. It's a soundtrack to it. And it's a compilation album. And I like IDK. I like this last album. So I was like, you know what? Because I was kind of scrolling. After I listened to the Blacks Out EP, I was like, you know what? Let me just go through this. I was like, oh, he dropped. Okay, see how it goes. And I'm telling you, in my opinion, from track 1 all the way to track 9, it was a very great listen. Omerta, that was great. Fucking Square Up featuring Juicy J, that was fucking fire. 495 featuring who else was I can't see all their names right now because it was one big ass compilation.
Yeah,
one.
seriously, that was like one of those posse cuts.
Yeah, big ass posse cuts.
Yeah.
But that was really fucking good. 495 was good, and Wale killed it on the last track. Live For It. Wale absolutely killed it. Like, in my opinion, with this album, like, all the way through, y'all should go, oh, yeah, your boy Maxwell Cream's on it.
I know, that's what I was about to say. Number 5 was actually pretty dope, too.
Yeah.
With Denzel Curry and Maxwell. Mm-hmm. That shit was clean.
Yeah. The way it just flowed, the way it was sequenced, everything about that album was just great. It was a great listen. 9 tracks, 24 minutes, and it just flew by like that. It was one of the best rap albums I've heard this year, in my opinion, to me. It was
I was
great.
just gonna say, yeah, that's to you, bro.
That's why I was saying to me.
Yeah, I don't mean.
You always gotta put two. You gotta say to me.
I don't want to come off like a dick or nothing. But like,
it's your
nah, like it was cool.
That's why I listened to it.
Yeah, nah, it's cool. In my opinion, it was more like I just threw it on and let it play, kind of shit. You know what I mean? I didn't really like nothing to it. Like really like grabbed me. You know what I mean?
I get you.
Like it wasn't nothing like super outstanding and shit.
I think like for the last few weeks there was like you were telling me earlier, there was like a whole lot of music that dropped.
Yeah.
So when you hear something that sounds fresh, it's like it just perked my ears because I got to the point I thought I was gonna turn it off, but when I got to the halfway point, I was like, I might as well finish this shit because this is great.
Yeah, I know. Man, there's only 9 tracks.
9 tracks.
25 minutes ain't
20,
shit.
Yeah,
You might as well finish it.
Fuck it, book it.
Yeah, I'll get to that one.
Yeah.
But it was cool though. Like I said, I mean, like the one outstanding track to me was the one like I mentioned earlier with Denzel and Maxwell Cream.
Yeah.
Best.
Other than that,
best
like
2 tracks was 495 and Live For It. So.
Yeah, like it was cool.
G-Eazy dropped Everything Strange here. I just started listening to it before we went on air. And Martine, how would you describe it?
I described it 2 different ways. One, it's straight hippie music because dude is from Berkeley originally.
Yep.
So let me just point that out. It is hippie music to the fucking core.
You gotta hit the mood.
The other thing, it's like Supermarket by Logic, only better.
Oh man, I'll never
lot
forget
better.
that. I'll never forget that day when we reviewed that. It was right after Nipsey died, so we were all mad. So we just still caught him crashing out on that album.
But I'm not gonna say it was wrong because it was rightfully.
But it was like
it was well deserved.
Yeah, it was well deserved aggression.
Sure.
But it was just extra.
It was that extra.
Yeah.
It was that extra.
I put some Tapatio on that motherfucker. Yeah. No, I heard the first 2 tracks on this G-Eazy joint, and like you said, it was a mood. But I liked what I was hearing, so I'm gonna smoke tonight and enjoy this shit.
Yeah, nah.
Because the first 2 tracks did sound good.
Back, you be straight, bro.
Yeah. Now this shit.
What shit?
This shit has spiraled and it had led to some other shit.
Your boy.
So August Alsina, of course, I was excited for him dropping his new project.
His
the product
magnum opus.
State of Emergency. While 27 tracks is 27 tracks, I will say this.
That's a lot of tracks.
I'm not going to compare it to an album, but I will say it does play like a playlist.
Okay.
So there were a lot of songs where it was, how I like to listen to playlists that I don't construct. I just take it for what it is. There's music here. Let me find what I like.
Yeah.
And let me just go through it. So while there is some filler, for the most part, to me, there was a lot of good tracks on here. NOLA was a great way to open this up. Lessons dedicated to his nieces. Triple R, which is Real Recognize Real, was great.
Cool.
Feeling is a wild track because he's talking that talk to a side piece, but in some aspects you kind of listening to it and you're like,
aren't you the side piece?
is he talking about himself in this mode?
We'll get
Work to Do was fantastic. I love Work to Do. Breaks with Yo Gotti is great. I'm 50-50 on Resent with
I was about to
Juicy
ask you what
J.
you think about that.
I'm 50-50 on it.
So it's good and bad?
I'm just 50-50 on it. Like,
okay, you're two Virgils.
I'm just no. I'm one Virgil.
One Virgil. So
Like put it
50-50. So
like put it this way.
One Virgil looking in the mirror.
Yeah,
I'm not Virgil. You're Virgil.
I ain't no damn Virgil.
50 and 50.
Yeah, I'll put it this way. I'll listen to it if somebody plays it on, but if somebody skips it, I won't be mad either. It's one of those.
I'll get
that's
to
how
it.
I felt about that.
I'll get to it when I get to it. I saw 27 tracks.
No, it plays like a play. It's one of those. I wouldn't even say you put it on in the background. Like you just, I had a long route.
Yeah,
so it was perfect to play.
Perfect for you.
Like I said, you go through what you like, you go through what you don't like.
Yeah,
and, it was for not having August Alsina music consistently for a while. Sometimes you just got to take those. You know what I mean?
Nah, I feel it.
Like, I know we talk about how artists need to focus on making albums, but sometimes you just got to take what you can take.
Yeah.
I mean, because again, you could be here today, gone tomorrow.
True.
So
definitely.
While he was dropping this, talk about this is how two worlds fucking collide. While he was doing this, the Smiths, as in Will, Jada, and the kids,
the whole empire.
Yeah, the Smith Empire was in uproar over, who was it? YouTuber Shane Dawson?
I didn't know who the fuck he was.
I didn't know who
Shane
he was
Dawson.
either.
Me neither.
Until it came out that, years ago when Willow was 11, he did this joking video where he was playing like he was masturbating to her video.
Huh?
What?
And so it got out, so Jaden
Really?
and Jada were on social media like, fuck this, you're sick. Like, Jaden was letting it go.
He let the chopper sing.
Yeah, in the most respectful, non-violent way.
baby.
Like, he could tell. And I get it. As an older brother to a
My
sister.
little sister, you going
Yeah,
on?
no, fuck that. You got to see me on that shit.
Yeah.
So,
But was that the reason why he got demonetized? It was for that
I have
video?
no idea. I don't even really know who this guy is. I
didn't
just
know.
saw that and I was disgusted with it. I was like, that's disgusting.
I mean, he
What
got
you doing?
canceled before, and then I guess the Smiths really pushed that negative button. So.
Yeah. Yeah, because we like at the end of the day, it's Willow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
She's
there's certain people that are offspring of our culture's greats. Mm-hmm. It's just a no. Willow is one of those. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's Will's baby girl.
Right.
So as a collective in our culture, it's just you don't fuck with that.
It's crazy how she's like, her and Jayden really look like twins now.
Yeah.
They still look like twins.
Yeah.
So it's like, I look at Jayden, it's like I'm looking at Willow. I look at Willow, I'm looking at Jayden. The only one who looks nothing like him was
It's Trey.
Trey. He was in the Just the Two of Us video.
Right.
That is a very sensitive subject.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that song in the video.
So again, I think both of these I think August dropping his album on Friday, and I think this also occurred on a Friday. If I'm not mistaken.
I think it happened. I think it started like,
or it may have started a week.
A few days, yeah.
But basically, they were all days apart.
Now I forgot about this until August Alsina brought the shit back up about him and Jada. I hella forgot about that shit.
Yeah,
he did do that shit.
So then August Alsina, in promotion of the project,
Did an interview.
he does an interview with Angela Yee.
Did you watch it all?
Nah, I just went to the portion that there was on because it was like the 16-minute mark. And basically what he was saying was he has to speak his truth because he went into a dark place as a result. He's not a homewrecker.
See, you know what's funny? I was watching the interview, and when he starts talking about this situation, there's ominous music that starts playing in the background, and it starts building up.
I'm gonna get to that. I just want people to know there's only a couple topics.
And he looks like someone's auntie.
There's only a couple topics on our rundown today where I'm gonna be serious. Everything else for me today is jokes, and I'm going to get these jokes off. So if you're thinking I'm gonna go one way with this, you're wrong. I'm going somewhere else. I'm just trying to give you the facts. Okay. So, in that, he says, I don't want people to think I'm a homewrecker. I want them to know that Will gave me his blessing.
What kind of shit
And at that point, I just looked and I was like, all right. Because, as you said, the music started elevating in the background, and I was like, okay,
and then he starts talking about his sister that died. Because he started from that, and then he starts talking about his sister.
Yeah, he's talking about his brother and his sister that passed.
Yeah,
and
he gets really emotional.
Yeah,
but it all started from that topic. I shouldn't laugh at that, but because my homegirl was telling me, "Oh, this is such an emotional interview." I was like, "It is." Oh, let me watch this shit. So he starts watching it. I was like, "Why is the?" I was watching. I was like, "Why is the music? Why is there music in this interview?"
Well, like I said, August Alsina, I've never criticized him because he does have a lot of personal demons.
Yeah,
and so like that hasn't been. I can't hold his career against him because every time it seems like he puts something out,
right,
something drastic happens in his life.
For sure.
But this right here,
this shit right here. Let's go right back to this.
I'm going to tell you right now, if he is telling the truth.
Oh, I think he is.
If he is telling the truth,
I think he is.
Then yes, we need to highlight and take it for what it is.
Okay.
But if he is doing this because he dropped a project,
that's nasty.
We're gonna give him a round of applause.
That's a round of applause.
Boy.
Wow. Okay, that took a left, bro. I was going this way, but you went the other way.
Boy.
And this is why I'm gonna give it a round of. This is why I'm gonna give it a round of applause. Because you have masterfully caught the Smiths in a catch-22. They were just bashing somebody for going after somebody that was younger.
Yep.
If this is true,
it's true.
Jada in her 40s went after a young man that just became in his 20s.
Yeah.
The levels of maturity are very different.
And pretty much that confirms that long-lasting rumor
fuck the rumor. That confirms the fortune to my cookie.
That Will and Jada have an open relationship. And the thing is, Will has confirmed that Will and Jada are no longer husband and wife, but they are quote-unquote life partners.
Yes.
What's a life partner? Shit, go and fuck everyone you want, but at the end of the day, come home to me. That's what that sounds like to me.
Well, it depends on certain households. Well, sometimes your life partner is it's easy to it's cheaper to keep her.
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? In other instances, it's an open relationship. In other instances, it's you stay in your corner and I'm gonna stay in my corner. And when the last kid turns 18, we out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like it can mean different things. It doesn't all have to be one and the same.
Right.
But isn't both Willow and Jaden like 18 plus?
Well, no, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It could be different things. For the Smiths, it could be, we just, we are connected for life. You are my soulmate.
Yeah.
We just see things different. In another household, it could be like, I can't stand you, bitch. I can't stand you, nigga. You stay on your opposite side, and when our child turns 18, like, it's done. We're like, it could just be different.
It's that image of Will just chilling at home and then...
So now let's get into it, because then August says that Will gave him his blessing, and he's a fucking godfather. Now, you've seen The Godfather, and I'm glad you have, because now I want to paint the picture. I'm here to get the jokes off. I'm here to laugh today, all right?
Here we go.
Can you imagine Will on Willow's birthday, and he can't refuse a favor? I know the Godfather, it's the wedding, but let's just say fuck it. Let's go with the birthday. And August goes up in that room and says, Will, you know what I'm saying? I've gotten close to Jada. And I just want to sample the ass. And Will's just like, come to me on my daughter's birthday.
Come to me on my daughter's birthday. You asked me this question.
Yeah.
With summertime playing in the background.
And it's just, And it's just, no, it ain't summertime. It's getting jiggy with it in the background. But it's not the getting jiggy with it we know. It's the piano version like Drake would do on So Far Gone.
God.
Yeah. With a little xylophone in the background. And Will looks at him
Saxophone with Kenny G playing.
And Will looks at him and says, I'm gonna make you an offer that you can't refuse. Cause I'm gonna go do a few movies with Margaret Robbie.
Yeah.
So I don't wanna know nothing, I don't wanna see nothing. And as long as I don't know nothing and see nothing,
you have my blessing.
you have my blessing to tap that ass. Now if that's how the way it goes.
Because there is rumors that he was fucking Margaret Ruby on the set.
Robbie, there's also rumors he was fucking Eva Mendes.
On Hitch.
Yeah.
Which, hey, man.
Like, there's rumors that, again, this is one of those situations where it's one of those if you know, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, just don't talk about it. They're black excellence. Let them, like,
let them live their relationships.
Right. And that is true. Like, we don't know these celebrities.
At all.
This, again, goes back to what we were talking about a few weeks ago. We don't know them.
But jokes are going to always be better than the facts.
Yes. So, that's what I'm saying. If this is true...
Oh, it is. Allegedly.
If this is true, that's why this is funny for this reason. If it is false, it is funny for another reason.
So either way, everything is funny.
Everything is jokes to me.
Like everything is fun. Everything is love. Everything is funny.
Because while it's not funny in Jada's instance that she, if this is false and she has come out and she has said this is false, this is not funny on her instance. What is funny though is, again,
the women
will tell heterosexual men you need to do as we say, like, you're not paying attention to us, you need to give us the respect.
Believe black women, yeah.
You need to believe black women when they're telling you that they are being wrong, they are either have been done wrong physically or they're being lied on. You need to believe that.
Oh, you lied now. Oh shit, I know where this is going.
Jada has now come out and said, no, they're lying. And these women on social media are like, bitch, you lying. You know damn good well you took advantage of that young boy, this is that. And I'm just watching the timeline like, oh, y'all just keep killing y'all fucking narratives and it's hilarious. It's funny as fuck.
Round of applause.
Like, am I wrong?
No, you're not.
Bro,
no.
I'm over here just dying right now.
Nah.
It's jokes all the way around.
Nah.
Jesus.
Just that image of fucking Will Smith just watching TV, watching Netflix, and August Alsina and Jada come back from date night. Hey, Will. Hey. He just walks right upstairs. He walks right upstairs and he's hearing the bed creak.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all being too loud.
Yeah. Or he goes in and checks in like it's remember Bad Boys when Marcus and I always forget his wife's name when they were fighting in the first one.
Yeah.
And he keeps checking in. Y'all read a book about this that'll help y'all. I'm gonna go to the kitchen. Y'all want any snacks?
While James getting her back blown out, Will go. Y'all hungry?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the store real quick. Nah. All right, okay, baby, doing great, baby. Yeah,
doing great, baby.
Or can you imagine him in there coaching?
He probably is filming it.
Shit,
man, we can take it.
Run it back like game film.
Yeah,
probably is.
Yeah,
they probably watch it all together. See what you were doing. You weren't hitting. You weren't thrusting hard enough. So this is what you. Okay, so I'm gonna stop. That's going
man. This is.
Hey, but this is real life. Like this happens in real life. There are relationships that are like this.
That's what I felt like when people
there's a community of men that love watching their women being pleasured by another man.
When folks were saying that Drake fucked Kanye, oh not fuck Kanye, ugh.
Wait, what?
No, that Drake fucked Kim. I was going like, Kanye probably watched and filmed it and coached him. That's how crazy Kanye is,
Probably
man.
mixed it too.
He mixed the audio. God damn.
That's how crazy I can see him doing it.
He's like, nah, you need some reverb right here. You need some reverb.
Nah, fuck the reverb. Can you imagine him mixing? He goes, oh, no, I know what's missing. Yo, Cuddy.
No. You've seen True Lies, right? Have you seen True Lies, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jamie Lee Curtis? Yeah. You know the part where Jamie Lee Curtis is stripping and Arnold's sitting like this? That's Kanye watching. That's Will Smith watching Jada.
Yeah.
August just watching like that. Oh, that's so wrong. That's so wrong.
But again, no, it's just, it boils down because it's liberty. It's like, fam, first of all, you came out and was like, nah, it's not even like that. I view her like an auntie. And
he looked like an auntie in the interview.
And then Killmonger was like, hey, auntie. And then it was like, it clicked in his mind like, oh, I don't have that. Yeah, like, it was like, wait, huh? What are you talking about?
He's like, auntie.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And he said those are the best days of my life, and he literally see the relationship could probably keep going if he would have just kept his mouth shut. But
see, that brings me to another thing too. Now, if this is true,
it is.
I'm saying if because Jada has come out and said it's not.
Yeah, true.
So I am giving her.
You don't know for sure.
Unlike the women on social media who. I'm listening to the women. They said listen to women, so I'm listening to Jada. They're not doing it, but I am. Alright? They're not listening. They're not practicing what they preach, but I am.
Shit.
So I'm listening. So I'm saying if. If it is true, August he's violating the code, man.
Bro code?
Like, no, it's not even the bro code. Like when you the side piece, you stay in your lane.
You shut your mouth.
You stay in your zone. Like you
shut the fuck up.
You fucking up the money for everybody else, man.
You're being too loud. You're being way too loud, bro.
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up.
And this is my thought process. If it is true.
If it is true.
He came in thinking that he could potentially divide that household. That's why to me it was funny when he's like, I'm not a home wrecker. It's like, yeah, we know you failed at that. Like, it's clear you're not a home wrecker.
You made a damn
like,
song
obviously
about
you're
it.
not.
Yeah. And you made a damn song about
with
it.
Jada's middle name.
Yeah.
So.
And not just a song, you made a video to it.
Right. So, no, we know you're not a home wrecker because you didn't succeed. There's still, up until this, like, women were still calling that goals. Mm-hmm. So, we know that.
Technically, it's still all goals.
Yeah, shit, for the right people, shit, it still is. But the point is that, fam, you probably came into the situation thinking that maybe he thought he was just gonna have fun, but once his feelings got attached, it was I can separate them out. And that's one thing when you be in the side, man.
You gotta play it right.
You never let your feelings get the best of you.
Never. When you are the side, have both of y'all men ever been the side dude before?
Twice.
I've been once.
Once I didn't know about it. Once I didn't know about it. The other time, dude was just a foul person.
Same here.
So
that was my situation. I knew he was a foul person. So
okay.
Yeah.
So it's like I was comfortable being the side dude. I was like, he was fucking up. So yeah.
Yeah. He was also shorter than me too. So. Like, because I'm 5'6", so I'm used to all the short jokes. Yeah. But for that time period where when they get that jokes off where it's if your man can't beat me up, you single. Like I was in one of those situations where I was like, this nigga can't touch me. Nah, you single. Like, fuck. Nah, I'm gonna tear that ass up. Let's go.
You single.
Yeah, I was a side dude once. I want to be a side dude again. Hey, in this situation,
you want somebody's woman to be the fortune to your cookie?
Hey, nah.
Oh,
nah,
wow.
Wow. Nah. I'm just playing. I don't want that. I don't want that karma on me. Fuck that.
Yeah, no, I did it in my younger days.
Same here.
You know what I'm saying? I'm older now.
But if you're the side dude, if you're gonna be the side dude,
you gotta play your role.
Know your role. Shut your mouth and eat the coochie, eat the ass. Do all you have to do. But
see, that's the thing. People and I don't get it. When you want to try to, it's not even the fact that if the person in the relationship upgrades you, because that can happen.
Yeah.
And if it does, cool. Like, good for you. Whatever. It's always when the side piece tries to upgrade themselves.
Yeah. Like, try to make themselves more desirable and shit.
Yeah. And it's like, fam, you just there to do the wild shit. Like,
exactly.
Have fun doing the wild shit.
And it's not gonna last. Just know you're on the clock.
Yeah.
So either you blow her back out, but when she's done, she stops answering the text messages, phone calls. Just know your job is done and move on.
Right. And this ain't even about Jada and August.
Yeah, we're talking in general.
This is all general. Like,
not that I know anything.
Yeah.
Well, I do know.
Like,
but
not through saying you were the side dude.
I just said it.
That's my thing. Like, see, I was in my younger stages, so to me, the physical was just enough.
Yeah.
If I knew what I know now and seeing how these city girls move,
I
would have used my situation as leverage. Like, I would have finessed that shit. Like, hey, nah, like that. I would have never put out money for that Xbox 360.
Yep, you buy me that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Like, your man's money.
If I was that type of, if I knew what I knew now.
Like, if we know the dude's it's like, I won't be a side dude if I know the dude's a good dude. I have morals. That's the guy.
Yeah.
But if you know he's a fuck boy and he does fuck shit, and I'm like, well, shit. He's not taking advantage of. He's taking you for granted and shit. I'll be happy to fill that void.
In her case, he was physical with her, so I definitely had no sympathy.
Yeah.
Like,
you got physical. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
What kind of shit is that?
What the?
What's it?
Come on, man.
I'm completely opposite side of this.
But yeah.
Man. man.
get it
Like,
together, man.
Yeah,
again,
we're getting
get
toxic
together,
today. We never been toxic.
but jokes is like I said. These is, so many people are trying to take dissertations on this shit. Like,
yeah, and long ass threads and shit.
yeah, and I'm just like, yo, like you don't know anybody, and for all you know, once again, women told us to listen to the women. So when Jada came out and said, no, it's not true, why aren't you listening to the woman?
Yeah, like No Name, what she did, she couldn't shut the fuck up either.
Yeah, she's still going.
Yeah, she's still going off.
Like when you sent me that,
I don't know
what
why.
you said, I'm like, she can't shut the fuck up, huh?
No.
I blame J. Cole. He should not said a damn word.
Oh yeah, no, he energized Bunny, that girl. Like,
Yep, he sure
He
did.
put the battery in.
I blame J. Cole.
Yeah, she's still going and going.
And going and going.
And going,
Yeah.
and
And
going,
going and going. Anyway, Kanye West.
Your boy Kanye.
My boy. Mr. MAGA West. Well, I don't know if he's MAGA. It's one big ass question mark. Kanye's unpredictable. And he was on time.
Yeah, word.
Thanks to Dr. Dre. Go figure.
Before the music, give him a round of applause.
Oh, round of applause. That's
Big round of
for
applause.
starters.
10-year partnership with the Gap.
Oh, yep.
That was
Like,
he said, and he worked that Gap, man.
Yeah.
He worked that Gap in that same Gap building, and now he's working with the company.
Didn't he
Yeah,
get fired for stealing or
it
something?
was on Spaceship.
Yeah, and he released the unreleased video of Spaceship on his website.
That he did.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
that.
so
That's one of my favorite songs.
I love full circle stories.
All right.
I love that song just off the opening bars, and y'all know the bars.
Yep.
Like, I remember when I used to have my first job, I would hear that song, and I would look at my manager, and yep.
Manager calling me again. I will be assaulting him.
If my manager insults me again, I will be assaulting him.
Yeah. A word.
I felt those bars
A word.
from my
Yeah.
soul. I'm not gonna empty the register up, but still, I felt those. That's bigger than money. But yeah, shout out to Kanye West. Also, shout out to his wife Kim. She became a billionaire. So
I also got a podcast out of it too.
yeah, Spotify. Joe Rogan, Kim Kardashian, Spotify coming up. Now, I think it's gonna be about her whole justice reform, trying to get black folks out of jail.
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah, it's supposed to be sent around.
So I'm like, wow, Kim, alright. So yeah, so Kanye and Kim. Then I guess the Carters ain't the only billionaire fucking couple out there now.
Right.
So shout out to them. And Dr. Dre, man, damn, I was shocked when I saw this news. His wife Nicole Young, my fault, filed for divorce after 24 years. They've been together since I was a fucking kid, man.
That's not what hurt me, man.
What hurt? Oh, he didn't.
Oh, yeah.
What hurt me was reading everything about that and seeing there was no prenup.
Yeah, that part.
She filed for divorce. That's the thing. She did.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. She got time.
That hurt because, he just celebrated becoming a billionaire. He's worth $800 million, if not the full billion.
And she's a lawyer too.
Yeah, like,
Oh, that's not good at all.
Yeah, so you better compromise, Dre.
Like,
Yeah.
that's not good, bro.
if you thought going up against Suge Knight was bad,
Yeah.
ain't nothing like going up against what could potentially be, because, they just filed.
Yeah.
A lot of people have filed before, and
get
they've
pulled back.
rescinded. But if that goes through,
Man,
I
that's
thought
why.
Suge Knight was something. And from what I've heard from people going through divorces, it's nothing like facing your ex.
Yeah,
And
in those
she's a lawyer?
proceedings.
and she can defend
And she's a
herself.
lawyer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, dog, that's a
That's a
recipe
sad
for
thing. And
disaster.
he's been with her for years, since NWA days and everything, man. Like, damn. I felt for Dre. So that's why he worked with Kanye. That's why shit came out on time, because he needed his mind off this shit.
Yep.
So yeah, apparently Kanye West and Dr. Dre are dead the fuck serious about dropping a project together, and apparently it's gonna be the Jesus is King remix album. That's pretty much what Consequence. That's what GLC put. That's what Consequence put up on his Twitter. Snoop was in the fucking studio with Dre and Kanye, which was kind of funny after Snoop was talking all that shit about Kanye last year. But
Yeah.
you know how Snoop is.
He was also there with Fred Wreck.
I knew that. I knew he looked
Yeah.
familiar.
Yep.
Yeah, and Snoop was saying this shit is on some next level shit. And Joe Budden even confirmed it from people he heard. So I was like, okay, well, drop on time. I don't know, but this song dropped on time. I guess from Kanye's next album, God's Country. That's what he's calling it. And it's called...
And I'm calling it Jesus is King. Because that's exactly what it sounds like
That's
to me, man.
Yeah, it's called Wash Us in the Blood. Ugh.
That shit sounded like Jesus is King. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus crossed with Jesus is King, for those of you who can't get
they
it.
dropped the video. They dropped the video for it, and it's like a whole bunch of. It's like a montage of everything that's been going on for the past few months. And man, I don't got nothing to say about it, nothing good or bad. I was just like, okay,
That shit was boo-boo.
I didn't even really listen to it. I just saw the video because I was on my way out to work.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really even get to hear it or process it like that.
Yeah.
But I knew that once I left, I didn't remember anything about it, and that was enough for me to be like, eh. And then I saw the comments, and I was like, eh.
No, that's funny because the comments I was reading, people liked it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, not just Kanye fans.
I'll
like,
say that.
The niggas
I
that
did
were
read, yeah.
Niggas that were very critical of Kanye for the last few years, they actually liked it. And I was kind of shocked.
I had read a lot of people giving it positive feedback and shit like that. And I'm like, man, did we listen to the same shit?
To me, like I was telling my boy about this the other night. I was going like, with Kanye, I've kind of just like checked out not musically of how Kanye is because pretty much he for me, I loved everything up to the life of Pablo. Everything else, like Ye, is better than Scorpion. I'm gonna keep saying that to the end of time, for forever. Even in the afterlife. Even in the afterlife, I will continue to say it. Kids See Ghosts, amazing. Jesus King, I like it. I'm not gonna defend it. I'm not gonna defend it past that. But
boo boo.
I mean, like I said, I personally like it, but I'm not gonna defend it. You know what I mean? So with Kanye musically, I'm just like, whatever. He gave me great music. Right now, Kanye's mind is not even on music. Music is like his side hobby.
Look, man, when you get a 10-year partnership with Gap
and worth $1 billion,
like,
oh yeah.
What? Don't get me wrong. I'll criticize the music.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm going into it knowing that I can only criticize it for so long because if I'm making those moves outside of music, like money, I don't give a fuck.
If I'm trying to, because Kanye's been trying to say, if you listen,
I'll take the microphone. I'll go shit in the bathroom and I'll record it and I'll sell it to you.
Yeah, they won't buy it.
Yeah, and they'll buy it. Like, that's just where I'm at. I know what I would do if I was worth $1 billion.
Gap's sales shares went up. When they went up like $1 billion or some shit when they announced that Kanye was doing the partnership with him.
Damn. I bought me 2 shares.
Yeah, the Gap's shares
went
up. When they announced that
when
Kanye...
the malls open back up.
Oh, yeah, they're going to have... people will buy. Like, the hype beast will buy. I'd be shocked.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. I'd be shocked. People actually buy this Yeezy crap. And I'm like, y'all niggas really buy this shit.
Yeah.
I mean, more power to you, but Kanye got your ass.
Pay top dollar to look homeless.
But like I said, like... Kanye, his mind isn't on music. In every interview, when they try to talk music, he'll talk music for like 2 seconds, and then he'll start talking about changing the world and shit, and talking about a whole bunch of shit that makes no damn sense but to his mind. So that's what this song is. So shit that makes no sense but to him.
With Travis Scott.
Yeah. So and people like that shit. So I'm like. And people go, I want the old Kanye. It's like, what y'all niggas don't understand? This has always been Kanye. If you take old Kanye from back then to meet this Kanye now, they will become best friends. And then old Kanye will become the Kanye now. They will become double the Kanyes.
Yeah. I'm just very impressed at the fact that it's Kanye West and Dr. Dre.
He mixed it.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That both of their names are attached to something that dropped on time.
Yes.
That's exactly what the fuck I told him on the way over there.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck what Dre's role was this. When you say Kanye and when you say Dr. Dre, I'm not wasting time. Like, all right, dog, just send me the link. And even when you send me the link, make sure that you're halfway through it to know that it's real.
No, but everything was set up. Because when I woke up in the morning, I was like, oh, Kanye's about to... It's dropping at 10 o'clock. I'm like, y'all niggas believe that? I'm like, no, it is. And they sent me the YouTube link with the countdown. I'm like, oh, I still don't believe it. But then I'm looking at the links. They had everything set up. I'm like, oh... You guys are dead the fuck serious. Yeah. And it dropped on iTunes and Tidal and everything. I was like, oh, wow.
Okay. Like I could give a fuck with Dre's actual role in this. Like, if he's just the guy that's mixing, because to me, just nowadays, the guy that just mixes is also a producer. You know what I'm saying?
Basically.
So, just the fact that it's Kanye and Dr. Dre and something came in on time.
That's a right.
Round of applause to y'all.
Yeah. No, really. Hats off.
That's off.
That's a feat in itself.
That's a clap.
Yes.
That's an awesome clap.
Yes.
Hats off.
Hats off to y'all. Now is the album gonna come on time? Shit.
I mean, at this rate,
I can't even say nope because I don't know now.
I don't know.
I know. I saw you was about to push that button, and it was like,
I mean, Dre needs to get his mind off this shit, off his divorce. So he's probably devoting all his time to this.
It's possible. It's very possible.
Yeah. So God's country. I don't know. I mean, I hope it's whatever. It's Kanye West.
Jesus is king.
Well, yeah, like you call it, Jesus is king.
That's what it's gonna be. If it sounds like this track, that's what it's gonna be.
It should be the only song that sounds like this, and everything else is like late registration, good, not good kid, messy.
I would not. And see, that's the thing. I would not doubt it with them two.
Yeah,
I would not doubt it with Kanye.
Let's just put something out. Let's just put something out so that way they know we're serious about this.
Yeah.
Don't give a fuck if they like it or not. And then let's actually put our all into this project. And
Right.
let's see
All
what
that
comes
needs to
out.
happen next is Kanye has to go on Twitter and say "fuck Trump." That's the next thing that needs to happen, and everyone's gonna lose their damn minds. Oh, the old Kanye is back! Ah!
no.
We'll see how that takes place.
Yeah.
But while Dre was getting into his new bag with this newly, I don't know, the gospel G-Eazy,
It's hard Christian rap. That's what I'm calling it.
whatever that is. Meg Thee Stallion took it back to Dre's old days
Yeah.
and dropped "Girls in the Hood," which
I like
samples
the track.
Eazy-E's "Boys in the Hood."
I like that track. I really like that track.
I will say this: her bars were dope. Mm-hmm. That hook was so fucking underwhelming to my ears. I was just listening to it, and I was like, I don't want to shit on this, so let me wait. And I went and I asked Larissa. I said, "What do you think about the song?" And she goes, "I know what you're gonna say, and yes, it
What?
started good, but it's not anything memorable." And I was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Her bars are fantastic. Like she got in her bag. It was just that hook. It was like." So I just wanted so much. She's like that student that you know is capable of getting straight A's, but she's cool with floating with B minuses.
You know,
And I know that for a fact
Yeah.
because I was that student.
we all were.
Yeah.
Like, but
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna paint that picture for me because I went to a private school, so
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
partly,
so
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I knew what I was capable of, but it was like,
Yeah.
let me just do the paper 7 hours before it's due, like whatever, like that type of shit.
yeah.
Come in and get a B minus on it when I know if I just did the rough draft a week earlier, I would have got an A plus on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I've
she just reminds me of that, where it's okay, it's cool, but when it comes to that crucial moment, like the hook, she did the hook twice, and I was like, and then she did the bridge before the final hook, and I was like, why didn't you make the bridge the hook? That was more memorable.
Really?
That was more memorable than the hook.
I didn't listen to it.
Yeah, it's
personally, for me, I liked it. Like I was listening more to her bars and how it was on the beat and shit and the cadence. I thought that shit was hard.
Her
Like,
bars,
this is good.
her bars.
To me, it was.
Her bars were awesome. It was that hook, and once I was able to focus on the hook, I got out the nostalgia of the beat and her rapping to the beat.
Gotcha.
Because if you're not careful, and I'm not saying it happened to you, but just overall, if you're not careful, you'll get caught up in the nostalgia of what you think you're hearing because of what you perceive the song that they're sampling.
Yeah.
Versus what you are actually hearing, and I was like, nah. Like, granted, she has certain lines that whenever the world reopens up, the ladies are gonna go crazy and they're gonna put those as their captions. Of
course.
Yeah.
But it's just that hook, man. It's just like.
It's like you just fucked up the whole song with this damn
It
hook.
was one of those ones where it was like, if y'all better keep that same energy you had for Sweetie from Meg. With the samples, because they trying to get over with the samples, and I'm not buying. Like I'm not gonna buy it. At least with Sweetie, you can point out to the fact where it's like, well, we was never high on Sweetie's rapping to begin with.
Right.
Yeah.
Meg,
Right.
I expect better because I know, at least I perceive her to be that type of caliber of artist.
It's pretty much what
Right.
we've been saying for the past, few months. We want something. In the words of Kobe, more.
Yeah,
Right.
I want the different animal and the same beast.
Yeah, we want. She's
Yeah.
part of the three-headed monster. You know, with the three-headed woman monster with Cardi, Nicki, and her. Speaking of Nicki, round of applause for Snitchy Sixy. Don't press that button. Just one.
I'm not pressing. I'm trying to figure out.
There you go. That too. Yeah, he made history. Shit. They made Nicki and Snitchy. They made history for having the biggest drop off on Billboard from number 1 all the way to number 34.
Yeah.
They said that was the biggest drop off in Billboard history. And Snitchy Sixty's very quiet too about it. That's why I said last week, only round of applause for Nicki for getting that accolade. Just
Accolade.
Nicki. Accolade, my fault. Just Nicki, not him. Because fuck him. So, that's all I'm saying.
I'll give them a round of applause for both of them getting their accolade for this week.
And that's it.
That's what happens when that's what happens when you do clown shit.
Yeah.
She knew what she was gonna. That's why I have no sympathy for her role in this. I wasn't.
Well, that's
why I
because it was
wasn't.
sarcasm.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
But that's why I
Yeah.
wasn't. I wasn't in the
damn.
mood to be sarcastic because it was like, well, she knows exactly what she's doing with this clown shit.
Yeah.
Like when you want to be a part of clown shit, yeah, that's now part of your history too. Yeah, brag about being number 1 all over for the first week, but let's talk about you being, dropping off and having the biggest drop off of your career now.
Right.
That's attached to her.
Right.
Yes, it is.
So
that's why I very sarcastically said congratulations to Nicki, because I know what was gonna happen. I knew exactly what was gonna happen.
But
we all did, bro.
I know.
We all been calling the shit.
But back to Meg. Did you guys know about Eazy's daughters around this song?
I saw that shit. Yeah.
I heard about it afterwards. I didn't know about the situation like as it was happening or whatever.
For all the listeners and viewers who don't know, of course, song samples Boys in the Hood. Mm-hmm. One of Eazy's daughters came out, and she was actually very supportive of the song. So her beef wasn't with Meg at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Her beef was the fact that she was upset with Eazy's estate clearing the samples for other people, while his kids have been trying to make it as artists in the game,
right?
And the estate won't clear records for them.
What kind of shit is that?
What?
So that's when I started looking at that like, damn.
That's fucked up.
That's very fucked up.
Shady as fuck, bro.
But then it got even worse because then you saw just how these estates after the artists are gone, how it not only affects artists that are trying to sample in terms of, okay, the kids or the widows or what have you, when they're trying to block artists, and we always say, okay, that's sampling, like it's fucked up, like just clear it or whatever.
Right.
We also see the ugly end of what happens with these estates when it's just dealing with the artist's kids.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know there was eternal beef with his children.
That
like
part.
That.
Yeah.
Like she was calling out the other daughter that I guess he had produced through the affair with her mom. Because I don't even know who's
the legitimate or
who was a part of his.
Eazy was fucking.
Yeah,
he was fucking.
So I don't know.
Obviously, yeah.
So I don't even know whose mothers were. But I just knew it was like, yo, that's too much. Like that was like one beef where I was like, nah, that has to do with family, and I don't like getting into family business like that.
Yeah,
I just saw it on the surface, and I was like,
damn.
I pray one day y'all can come together in the name of your father.
Yeah, really though.
Yeah, it just like there were three sisters going at it with each other, and then one of them's mom was going at it with the other sister. That
seriously,
it was ugly. It was ugly.
I didn't know it got that deep. I just saw that one video.
It kept going, dog. Like it was ridiculous, bro. I couldn't believe what I was hearing about. You know what I mean? Like it just didn't make sense to me.
It was the ugliest of ugly you can imagine when it comes to dealing with kids out of wedlock.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying that the mother has to be Mary Poppins to his other child.
Oh yeah,
I'm not saying that, but looking at it from the situation, like at the end of the day, those are his kids, which means
they're still
your
his kids.
child is the sibling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So while you don't have to be buddy and keep them all around or whatever, if there was an opportunity for a relationship, let the kids have their relationship. That's their sibling. And to know that you're growing up in a world where you're beefing with somebody that shares the same bloodline as you, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like I can relate to that in a situation because I have a similar situation to that. You know what I mean? I don't have a relationship with a couple siblings, not because of the fact that Nani, as far as I know, Nani doing on my mom's end. It was just the circumstances around where we don't have that relationship, type deal.
Got you.
I mean, that just sucks for Eazy-E's situation.
Yeah.
That sounds like some shit Jerry Heller put in his soundtrack on his contract.
Yeah. Man, at the end of the day, it always boils down to that fucking contract.
To Jerry Heller.
Yeah.
Serious, though.
Shit, man. Anyway, BET Awards, like we always do at this time. But this time, COVID fucked BET experience up, so nobody was down to tell what they were. But, you know.
Not for the BET experience.
And
and usually every year, we talk shit about the BET Awards. But this year, they get a round of applause.
You didn't really talk shit about it
last
I've always talked shit about the BET
last year.
Awards.
He always talks shit about the BET.
I mean, we all talk shit about
No. JC, I've noticed it though, dog.
I
JC,
always talk shit about the BET Awards.
It's always entertaining.
Oh, definitely.
That's why I was disappointed because it was like, what, the 20, was it the 40?
You don't talk shit about the BET Awards.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I know, but I always said we should always pray. We should always not take it for
that's my
granted.
biggest complaint is we should always, dress it up, go in suit and tie. That's my argument. With this, I mean, obviously, there's no reason to show up in suit and tie. We all in our fucking homes right now.
Zooming it. It was the Zoom BET Awards.
I was very skeptical. I was not gonna watch it. I made that claim when they announced Amanda Seales was gonna host.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
We
like,
all did.
I was like, nah, I'm not gonna watch.
Yeah.
And then they brought up the Zoom because at the time I'd forgotten about the situation, even if it was just for that split second, because you're so used to how the world works before COVID.
Yeah.
So it's like Amanda Seals. Wait a minute, how they Zoom? Oh, nah, I'm good. But I was on the timeline and I was like, somebody just give me the highlights of what's going on.
I saw that.
And then somebody hit me and they were like, honestly, just watch. Like, it's actually, you might like it.
It was really
And I
enjoyable.
tuned in and I was like, I'm going to give it 5 minutes. And then I went in and I was like, I'm actually going to watch it on the CBS because I appreciate the fact that this is the first
time ever.
The first Black Rant Awards that got put on a major network for their awards. That was
Good shit. Yeah,
Because they always
seriously.
show the fucking country music awards on national television and shit. So for once, BT is on the national plane.
Right.
We're fucking Viacom. Long time coming.
Yeah. And so I gave it 5 minutes. 5 minutes turned into 15 minutes. 15 minutes turned into 30. And before I knew it, I was like, all right, I'm here. Like, I'm going to watch.
The opening one
Yeah,
with
all right. Well, I guess I ain't changing it now.
Yeah.
Public Enemy and fucking doing the whole fight the power shit. That was because what they did with the performances this year, they were pretty much music videos.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
That was genius.
I like that.
That
a
was
lot.
Somebody did this.
That was somebody did this. BT did that.
Yeah. I really like the idea. Moving forward.
That's how they should do it.
Yes. I mean, it would be nice, like...
Have live performances here and there, but with certain artists, make it a video.
Make it a very thematic. Throw the budget out for them.
You know, when I was watching it, I was sitting there, I was like, I know where this might be going. I was like, could Kendrick show up?
No.
Yeah, no, of course not. But it would have been perfect for him. Just like some crazy ass music video and shit to, not even announce the album. Just say, yeah, I'm back type of shit. Like some Heart Part 5.
But Public Enemy's Fight the Power, they updated it to include Black Thought, Nas, Rhapsody, and YG. Dope.
Yeah, that was dope.
Very dope.
That's
and
what's
even
up.
Chuck D updated his bars.
And flavorful.
Really?
Yeah, he threw in that bar and he was like, I told y'all we were sick and tired of this when they did it to Radio Raheem. And I was like,
Oh.
Got that.
Shit.
And then he was like, yeah.
Okay, I
That
got
was
you.
fire. Megan Thee Stallion.
Meg did she did a full Mad Max thing with hers.
Yeah. Whole melody of
They was
songs.
all in the desert, riding around on the bikes. They did Girls in the Hood and the Savage remix. Ass everywhere.
Yes.
Oh, man.
It was just Mad Max version. Like,
Mad
picture
ass.
California. Picture California Love when they did the video. Just a lot of ass.
Okay.
Ass.
Okay.
Yeah. It was great.
D-Smoke. Of course! Was that the
D-Smoke
BT Awards?
It was D-Smoke and Sir.
And Sir.
And their mama.
Of course!
Their mama sang backgrounds.
Really? Every time
Yeah.
now I see D-Smoke somewhere, I just say, of course
Well,
you're
you know
here.
about who?
She was a singer, though, right?
Yeah, she did
Yeah.
backgrounds for Michael Jackson.
Oh,
she did
fuck.
backgrounds
Yeah,
for...
okay.
Of
Okay,
course.
okay. Now I remember. Yeah.
Of course.
The whole
I
fucking-
couldn't
the
remember
whole
exactly
family.
what she did, but yeah.
Yeah, the whole
It's
family.
music is from Music Tree.
Yeah.
Of course.
Remember, they're related to J-Rock. They're related to Tiffany Gooch. Like, the whole
Yeah.
fucking family
Yeah.
tree is amazing.
Of course.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw him on my TV, I said, of course you're on
Speaking
here.
of J-Rock and Anderson .Paak.
Yep,
Like,
of course.
Shit.
They did their thing. Roddy Ricch had a great night. Salute Roddy Ricch.
Got album of the year, too.
Salute Roddy Ricch.
As soon as I saw that, I hit you all up. Like, yep, Martin,
Yeah.
you'll be happy. Right here.
He had a great night. He won Album of the Year. Then he performed High Fashion in the Box. And then he came back with The Baby because then they did the Rockstar.
I did see that one.
The updated.
That was
Yeah.
that shit was video performance, whatever you want to call this shit now.
Yeah.
That shit.
That deserves extra.
People were
That
mad
deserves
about
extra
it.
credit with that.
People
That
were
shit was
low-key. Some people were mad
different.
about it, but it was
Yeah.
like it's supposed
That was the
to.
point of his remix.
Yeah, stupid.
Like, did y'all not
Yeah.
listen to his?
I mean, it's the Black Lives Matter
Yeah.
remix. Like, that's literally
But
what it's
it
listed
was
as.
the whole image of him he was reenacting the George Floyd's death with the knee on his neck and shit like that. I mean, I understood what he was
to me,
doing.
that's art.
Yeah.
It was art.
Yeah.
It's art.
But it was,
Like
people.
you could be upset about it, but don't be mad at him. Put your anger towards the officers that did that.
Could you imagine if that was live and on stage and shit in
This
front of
is
everyone?
exactly what I've been talking about. It's art imitating life.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's nothing new.
Yeah.
Shout out to the fucking Little Richard tribute. That's the one with Wayne Brady. I was like, man, that needs to be on the stage, man. Because BT is always good at their tributes.
Yeah.
And that was one of the ones I was like, I missed the crowd. Because that Little Richard needed a proper fucking stage performance for that one. But
yeah.
Wayne Brady killed that shit.
Yeah, the Waynes did the tributes. Yeah, Wayne Brady. Wayne Brady did the Little Richard tribute, and then Lil Wayne did Kobe's tribute.
Oh man, look, I saw that the Wayne Brady episode of Dave Chappelle. Still funny. That episode is still funny.
Yeah.
Wayne Brady got to choke a bitch.
So I look like Brian Gunn will make Brian Gunn will look like
Malcolm X. Come motherfucker.
You won't know you. The fact that he even got him to play that role,
that training day shit, just like
that just tells you how much Chappelle is respected.
Yeah,
because it could have went the whole other direction. Like Wayne Brady could have been pissed and he could have been upset with him, but he knew what it was. Like, it's a joke.
And just when he looked at that, Brian don't look like Malcolm X, motherfucker. No, I was just playing, dog.
Because remember, it wasn't even like that was like one of the biggest bits in Chappelle's show that season.
It was in the same season.
It wasn't even like it was the biggest bit, but it was just the fucking reminder that it was there and like to show you like they pay attention to their shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's why it was funny.
Oh man,
the tributes were good. Michelle Obama presenting Beyonce with the Humanitarian of the Year Award.
Shout out to Beyonce, man. They were showing all the shit she's been doing during the pandemic in Houston and shit. Told everyone to go out and vote with like their lives depended on it. And of course, she made an announcement. Air the horns. She is dropping a visual album. Well, it's going to be based off the Lion King soundtrack, The Gift, but it's going to be called Black is King.
Yes.
And
boy, was it black, and boy, did it look excellent.
Yeah, and pretty much she's in Africa, a whole bunch of African themes and shit. And she said she was working on it for like a year because she said it was supposed to drop. It was gonna come out with the soundtrack, but it didn't happen because that movie was fucking.
Yeah.
So she was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait and drop this. So this is gonna drop on Disney Plus. Disney Plus, they got the cannons. They're about to drop the Hamilton play on Disney Plus.
Oh shit!
Yeah, the original play. Yeah,
that's gonna
because they canceled all the fucking plays.
So to everybody that paid $1,200 to go get a ticket. Shit. I'm still on my free Disney Plus subscription right now. I'm gonna watch that motherfucker for free.
Hey. Nah,
this play is free.
Oh my god,
$6.99. Yeah, not $6,000 for fucking all the way up in the rafters.
Yeah, no.
Nah, that's a good play though. I saw it in Frisco. That shit was great. Hamilton, and then this Beyonce. So because she did do a deal with Disney. So
yeah.
So yeah, good for Beyonce.
So overall, the awards show in terms of production, everything was
like the actual show.
Yeah, okay. I'm impressed.
Right,
Amanda Seales, I even got to give hats off to her. Round of applause to her.
She did all in her house.
She did a good job.
She did. They were going back to all the old BT shows.
Yeah.
And the only thing I was disappointed at, they didn't do City's World.
City's World, yeah.
And they didn't do Uncut.
Oh wow!
Of course,
I know it was like you
can't play Uncut on a Sunday.
I know, but
exactly.
But kind of like hint at it that you're gonna do it, and then just kind of back out of it.
Yeah. Viacom probably cut that shit. They was like,
what they said when they cut Uncut, because I forgot. I think Ludacris and Nelly were talking about it when they had the whole meeting about how when Deborah Lee was gonna like revamp BET. She said the first thing we're gonna do is cut Uncut. Yep. Uncut's gone. So I was like, they said we're never going back to that, and that's a damn shame. Moment of silence.
That's a dead shame.
Stayed up till 3 a.m.
They need to bring that back. They need to call that demon time.
Ever since he brought that shit back, no one wants to pay that nigga no more.
Yeah.
Dead ass.
Oh,
ever since he got it back, but we ain't paying for that. Nah, we good.
Nah, we good. But yeah, so the production overall was great. It was just when you get outside of Roddy Ricch winning Album of the Year,
and then
Meg winning Female Artist Rapper of the Year.
Those are one Best R&B artist, I think.
Yeah, Chris Brown. When you get outside of that, like it's like okay, cool. But then when you get to the Best Group,
you told me this.
Griselda was up for Best Group, but
who else was in that nomination?
It doesn't matter. When Griselda was up for Best Group, having the 2019 they had.
Period.
Yeah. And the winner was Migos.
When you told me, I did not know this. When you told me that, I was in the middle of eating my Mexican burger. Right? As soon as you told me that, I stopped what I was doing and turned my chair. What? They didn't drop shit. Migos didn't drop shit last year as a group.
Migos dropped one project as a collective, which was Offset solo.
Yeah.
And then QC dropped the
compilation.
They did drop a few singles, I will say that. But
it
even
wasn't-
then,
but they
it
weren't
doesn't
popping.
match up.
Yeah,
But they
no,
weren't
it doesn't
popping.
match
Yeah.
up to what Westside Gunn was dropping solo.
What? Conway was
dropping, Benny dropped.
Benny.
Then they dropped the group album at the end of the year.
Group album?
Like,
One of the best rap albums that year that closed out the year?
when I saw that, I was like, nah, we still got work to do. Still got work to do, man. You
Yeah,
got to get
definitely.
people on the board that...
I mean,
you can't just be giving awards just off a namesake anymore.
But then
if you're
again-
gonna give the award, give it for what they've done for the calendar year.
But then again, they are making it legitimate, and they are pushing out like voting shit. So more people in the industry need to sign up for the BET Awards voting situation.
That's great, but they need to do a board like the Grammys.
That's what I think. That's
And
what
they
they're
need
doing.
to-
That's what I'm talking about. That's what they're doing.
Like the fan votes should only be
for viewers' choice.
there should only be a handful of fan votes. Everything else, it needs to be done by
The industry people.
a credited board.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
gonna
saying?
say,
Like Ninth Wonder is somebody you put on that board. I trust Ninth
Like
Wonder.
I said, the BT Awards.
I don't even feel like it should have a fan vote unless it's just for a fan's.
But that's what I'm saying.
The VMAs.
Do a handful of categories or awards
one
that have
category.
anything.
Fuck that.
You can do a social media awards. You can do
Okay.
a fan favorite.
Okay.
Like that's
I see
you can
what
do a
you're
handful.
saying.
The VMAs used to be like that. They used to take it legitimate and shit. They used to give videos out for best direction. I was watching the VMAs, the 2000 VMAs, and they had its own category for best director in a video, and it was on TV. They televised it. Had the director come up on stage and everything. That was back in MTV days when they would show the little credit in the end.
Right.
You know, the artist, the title, the album, and then the label, and then the director.
Yeah.
They don't even do that shit no more.
No, they should definitely have a they should have more pre-show awards too.
They don't even
Like-
show videos more, man.
It's just called TV. I don't know what the
Yeah, but I mean,
is.
like think about it. They should have more best graphic artist of the year. We should honor that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? There are people out here that are putting blood, sweat, and tears,
Into these
and we're gonna
graphics.
get into somebody that ain't putting blood,
I
sweat, and
was
tears.
just gonna say,
but
Young
there are people
Virgin.
that are putting blood, sweat, and tears into these artworks that have been fantastic for our culture. Honor them, salute them, even if you're just a nominee.
Yeah,
the fact that you get
seriously.
recognized for your art. Like, we
sure.
praise these albums, but it's like because obviously we don't have the physicals anymore. You don't get to read the artwork and what all that entails. Honor them. Do one for those who mix the projects. Let those people that are behind the scenes
you're
give
talking-
them the recognition.
You're talking too logical, man, because I've been saying we need to start treating the BET
Like I said-
Awards like our shit.
Exactly.
Stop going to the fucking Grammys, niggas.
Like I will say this again: the production for this year's BET Awards, fantastic.
that production's been
A+.
top notch for the past few years, actually. To me,
Yeah, no, like
like with the stage presence and the performances and shit. But this year, that one was and the way it was edited. Everything.
like it was
okay.
great, but it was just a reminder that there's still work to be done.
And I
when
like how
came
it
to the
said.
awards.
I like how it said every time they went. It said you can't cancel the culture.
Yeah,
Because you
Right.
say you can't cancel BT. Oh yeah, and when it comes to the VMAs, the governor of New York's announced, yeah, MTV is allowed to have the VMAs at Barclays, but limited people.
No one's invited.
Like honestly, the BT Awards kind of gave y'all the blueprint on how to do this shit. So it's like just follow that blueprint.
yeah.
Whatever.
Nah.
But while all that was going on, Westside Gunn, we did finally figure out what that project he was promoting with Michael Irvin on it was. It's none other than Fly God is an Awesome God 2,
So it's gonna be called Cold.
a.k.a. Coke, a.k.a. Cowboy.
Fly God.
I can't wait for that tag to come back, man.
That's
Seriously.
dropping this week, right?
Yeah, not only is it dropping, he's dropping it, it's we got what? It's 8 o'clock as we're recording this. We got about 24 hours until we're hearing it for the first time.
Boom, 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 boom.
I'm excited.
Shit.
And then they announced that Benny's dropping the Black Sopranos Family Project with DJ Drama. That's an official Gangsta Grills.
Is it?
And that's dropping July 24th.
They're not playing.
Kanye is still working his
He's
working on his debut. Like,
Right.
hey,
He's saying it's coming. I think
he dropped a little EP. You know what I mean? So like, I'm not really
Right.
stressing on
he's
him.
saying
Like,
it's coming
Take your
this
time,
year.
they
bro.
working.
Make sure you get that shit
I-
right.
COVID or not, them niggas are working.
Yeah.
I'm saying this right now. They are promising and they are delivering the hot summer that Cameron promised us in
Oh
2007.
my god.
I'm still blasting. What was the last Westside Gun album? Oh my god, I see.
Pray for Paris.
Pray for Paris. I'm still blasting that shit. He
Yeah,
wants to
that
drop
shit's fire,
something else.
bro.
But
Yeah,
now,
he fucking around. He wants to run in for the Illy MVP. I'm
Westside
not
Gunn?
Westside Gunn. I'm not mad at him.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
Yep.
he's killing it.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, but Westside Gun, it's getting very shady over there. So he went on Twitter before the BET Awards, and this ain't the first time I've seen him talk slick about Shady or subliminal, because there was one time when M dropped the album this year, he tweeted out, like literally right when M dropped the album, he tweeted, "What the fuck am I listening to?" And he just put ... and that's all he said. And I'm like, was he talking about M? And I was like, okay.
Could have been on YouTube.
Huh?
Could have been on YouTube listening to something else.
But it was literally the timing of it.
I mean, hey, look.
You know what I mean.
Look, something.
You know what I mean, nigga.
I'm playing devil's advocate. You know?
Yeah, man.
You don't attach names to it.
You don't know.
Why would you disrespect Fly God like that? You know, Fly
Why
God.
would you disrespect your boss like that?
Well, how do you know? Fly God didn't say no names.
Fly God. But he said names right here. He went on Twitter and the Griselda account retweeted it. He said, and I quote, "I wonder do at Shady Records know we're nominated for a BET award tonight?" And that's all he said. And then Griselda retweeted it, and I was like, "Fucking Rosenberg," because M didn't tweet it out either. So like, I'm specifically, you know how you were mad at fucking Def Jam? So I'm blaming Paul Rosenberg.
I just want to ask you guys this simple question. As a result of this tweet, does Joe Budden look better in the light?
I mean, I didn't doubt it.
That's just all I want to ask.
Yeah, I didn't doubt it.
Because
he definitely does.
And he went on record by saying he wasn't mad at M. He was mostly at.
Well, no, that's not what I'm asking.
Okay, then what?
This is what I'm asking.
What are you getting?
Okay, because remember, even though he wasn't mad at M per se, he
I
got
think,
into it with M as a result because he went at M's boy, Rosenberg.
Yeah.
And M took offense.
Yeah.
And everybody, for the most part, sided with M because it was like, you're the one that ultimately left the group.
Right.
And you left your brothers in.
Right.
The reason why the whole reason why the whole M Joe beef happened was because of his critique on his song.
Right.
But it was a little bit before that though. Like
but understand what I'm saying. The reason he's always cited
that.
You know
that's
what
what I'm getting at.
There's
There's always the source.
Yeah.
That wasn't the source.
He blamed M and Rosenberg for that. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, Rosenberg.
Now I'm asking.
Mostly Rosenberg, yes.
Yeah.
But
this is why I'm asking this. Okay. Since M has signed Griselda and Boogie, he's released 3 albums.
And none
Griselda and Boogie have not been on any of those 3 albums.
He jumped on one Conway song. Now
Juice WRLD has been on, and I'm not saying that they shouldn't have been on the project. I'm just highlighting this for you. Juice WRLD has been on an M album. Don Toliver has been on an M album.
Fucking who else has been on an M album?
Joyner has been on an M album.
Now
Jesse Reyes has been on an M album.
I'm gonna counter this. I'm thinking because M is a really super aggressive lyrical rapper and shit, and the songs he's on is more just for his standards and his beat when he's rapping really like fast and aggressive and shit like that. That's not really how Griselda raps.
That doesn't make any sense. Though,
No. Listen. I'm saying like for the theme of all of M's albums, he probably feels that Griselda can't, like members of Griselda couldn't fit on those type of records that he was on.
I'm sorry, bro.
From Revival to Kamikaze to now.
You may have an argument with the first 2 albums, but how is Griselda not on an album?
Bullshit.
How is Griselda not on an album entitled "Music to Be Murdered"?
That one.
And if you're talking about aggressive with bars, we're talking about Benny.
Easy.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I mean, you know what? And
He even went. And I'll say this.
There is Benny,
so
but then Conway's right there, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's right fucking.
And
there.
I'm gonna
in my opinion, he's my favorite.
Well, my favorite is Westside, but he don't really fit in that.
And I'm gonna highlight this. Now,
I'm going to highlight one other thing. He signed, originally M and Paul signed Westside Gunn and Conway as a group. They were Hall and Nash.
Yeah.
But see, that's why it confused me even more.
Why did
you signed them? No, not that. You signed them and you basically got Benny as a throw into the deal. Utilize him.
I mean, I get it.
And lyrically, I mean, he's probably the best one.
Benny is regarded as one of the top lyricists in 2020 right now. There's no disputing that.
Yeah.
In every hip hop circle where we're not factoring in numbers or popularity, Benny is always named in that circle when it comes to lyricism.
Yep.
I'm more and Conway too. All 3 of them.
Like I said, I mean, realistically, it's Benny number 1. Conway, in my opinion, is like right there.
These guys like equal.
Westside
Gunn and 1B.
is just more appealing in my opinion.
Yeah, Westside Gunn he's the main attraction. Like he's able to get the white kids to digest this hardcore Buffalo shit.
Yeah,
no, I wouldn't even say that.
No. Why I say Tony Yayo because he's the one because Tony was always the loudest one. That's Westside Gunn.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, I would say with Gunn says a lot of simple stuff, but his swag just be on plus 9,000, where it's just like, fuck it, it's dope with what he's saying.
Yeah.
But the reason why I'm bringing that up is that you can say, well, they probably don't fit what he was doing. But to me, that's bullshit, because when he was releasing solo albums with Stat Quo and 50 and all them, they were on the albums.
That was back then. I remember. I know what you mean though. Obi, he had Shady Records literally all over his albums.
When he first
got D12, I know.
He didn't even have Slaughterhouse officially signed, and they were on the Recovery on the bonus track.
Oh yeah,
bonus track. Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like these guys are on your label.
Yeah, that's true. He only jumped on one. He jumped on Boogie's album, which I still do not understand.
I mean, he jumped on Griselda's too. So
yeah,
I mean that's fine. That's what he's supposed to do as the label owner. Somebody said it best. These are passion projects for him. That's cool, but get involved with your passion and include them.
I agree with that.
You don't think it can help Griselda's numbers to be featured on an M project?
That's what I was about to get at. Is like, who has the most, what do you call it? The biggest spotlight on him?
Eminem.
Right?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you put your next next group up?
Especially the hottest. They have the biggest buzz in hip hop right now.
Why not?
On the streets and just by the music journalists, all that shit.
I'm just saying.
Who do you think he should? Who do you think he would fit well with? Like which Griselda member? Don't say any of them.
Like I said, Benny would be the easiest.
He can spar best with Benny. Now, this isn't disrespect to Conway or Westside Gunn.
Mm-hmm. No,
it's just that he's obviously already working on the Shady debut with Conway. Benny is the outsider, but Benny has proven that he can hang with them. And if you're going to work with Joyner Lucas,
yeah, no, but the reason why he hang with Joyner Lucas because they're both on that lyrical miracle.
But that's cool. But at the same time,
because I'm trying to hear M.
But M didn't do that the entire album this time. That's why I'm saying
he's capable of doing it. I know.
But that's what I'm saying. You can't use it for this album as the excuse. He switched it up. So Benny could have fit on certain songs on there.
No, I think it took me because it took Pray for Paris to really look at Westside Gunn like, okay, you could fit on this one. You could fit with M. So I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna see. Well, I still feel because. I was gonna say something. I'll tell you off the air, but yeah, you never know.
He disappoints me in this way. Like, you don't just go sign these guys and come on. Let's keep it a G. Let's keep it all the way to Virgil's right now.
Shit.
He's been in beef. I wouldn't even say beef, but he's been in disagreement with Joe Budden, and Joe Budden podcast has been the biggest publication to big up his artists.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, something's wrong with that.
It's like the label's not backing them as much as Joe Budden is.
And you're mad at Joe for speaking on your project, but you ain't speaking on your artist project.
But
like, come on, man.
M signed him back in 2016, and then they.
I get it.
I'm painting the picture because he signed him, and they weren't doing shit with him. And I remember, I realized, I was like, how come they're not on Revival? And then I heard Revival, and I was like, yeah, I'm glad they ain't on that shit. But then I was just like, how come he's not doing more with them? So then that's when it drove Westside Gunn, Conway. That's what drove them all. Like, you know what? We ain't gonna wait for this shit. And that's what got them that fucking Rock Nation management deal and shit. And all that other shit.
To me, that's just the thing. It's like,
I'm still blaming Rosenberg. I'm still blaming Rosenberg for this.
I mean, you can't, but fam, the label is Shady. It's named after M's alter ego. He has to take a role. It can't always fall on Paul Rosenberg. Paul Rosenberg was over at Def Jam, and he was separating himself from what he was doing to a certain extent. Then he left Def Jam and got his own label deal.
However, for what I've heard, Paul's the one that's really running the show, and M just raps. He doesn't do the business side. Now listen. Now, from what I've heard from behind the scenes, I'm just give this little tidbit. M's taking a little bit more control now. So you could hear it on this last album. They said he took creative control of that whole album. So I will not be surprised on the next M project or the next whatever you'll hear more Griselda.
But it's gonna be too late. Westside Gunn's retiring after this year, according to him.
Man, no one really retires.
Fam, you gotta.
No one. Look at Too Short. Look at Hov.
Look at Too Short.
Westside Gunn. I'm putting stock in that because Westside Gunn has come into this rap saying. Westside Gunn's come in from jump saying, "I never wanted to rap. My brother was murdered." So I had to come in and rap.
Nor did Hov. Hov never wanted to rap.
I was just about to get to that.
Jay-Z never wanted to rap. He said, after Reasonable Doubt, I'm done.
That's fine.
Jay-Z had a plan too.
That's
and that
fine.
plan went awry.
Yeah,
Lupe had a plan.
Westside Gunn has been consistent in his plan. He has been saying for the last 2 years, 2020 is my last year. Every time it gets closer, he is saying,
I hope he's full of shit right
I
now.
don't
he's saying he wants to.
I really
he wants to
hope he's full of
focus on.
shit.
He's said this in numerous
Everybody
interviews.
says that.
I know. I've
In
heard
the-
him say
in
it
the
plenty
world of
times too.
hip-hop,
But
everyone-
I won't. It's one of those things. Like, I'll be honest with you guys, and this goes for anybody who fucking puts out one album, right? I gotta see it to believe it.
Yeah.
That's cool, but
You know
to
what I'm
me,
saying?
to me, dropping "Pray for Paris" and then going into "Fly Guys" and "Awesome God" just a few months after, that's not normal for somebody that wants to stay around in hip hop for a long period of time.
You're
That's-
right.
That's not
But
normal. That's
so
somebody
far-
that's somebody that's saying, I'm taking advantage of my
yeah.
final run,
No,
and
no.
let's just kick all the shit we got to kick out.
I completely 100% agree with you. However, the way that they've been running since they've come out,
Has been dropping.
it's been like that. It's
but that's-
album,
Mixtape.
mixtape, album. You know
Right,
what I
but
mean?
for
Like,
him,
that's just what they do.
For this instance, it's a little different.
How is
It's
it-
just a tad bit different for
I don't
him.
believe any rapper that
I think
says
it's
they're
only
gonna retire.
different because you're taking him for his word, and I don't fault you for that. But I really believe that's all it is. Because
I gotta take, but
realistically,
let's see, a man's word, you gotta take for that if they're not showing
Jay-Z
you.
did a whole concert
listen,
from Fade to Black.
Listen to what I'm
said he was gonna. that
listen
was
to what I'm
it.
saying. Listen to what I'm saying. That's
true.
Jay-Z. Westside Gunn has not given me any implication to doubt him. That's what I'm saying. Everything he's done from the time that I've become familiar with him, he's saying, I don't want to do this shit. I want to go to fashion. I want to do my wrestling shit. Like, he's very passionate about other things.
No,
Jay's not very passionate about
Jay-Z
other
was-
things.
Jay-Z was very passionate about business.
But that had to do with
general.
music.
And no, in general.
in general, because it started with the 40/40 Club, right?
But what's that centered around? Music. In order to run a 40/40 club, you have to play music in the club for it to play.
I get what you're saying, but it
For-
doesn't center around music,
but to
bro.
sell
It centers
fashion,
around
to
fucking
sell
money,
fashion,
bro.
you don't need
It
music.
centers around alcohol, really.
Yeah.
To sell fashion, you don't need music. To get into wrestling and sell merchandise for wrestling, you don't need music.
No, that part, you're right. The fashion part, let's pump the brakes on that for a second. How many musicians or artists have gone into the fashion world and been successful?
But here's what I'm saying: you don't need music.
But you
can-
start there.
No. I could take it a whole other direction. You could just go get an athlete to go put your shit on, and it pops. So you don't necessarily need music. You just need somebody with a big enough fan base in whatever direction to get that. That doesn't necessarily have anything to do with music directly. The moves he's been making shows that he doesn't necessarily need the music. He's been saying from jump, I have Conway and I have Benny. You ain't never heard Jay-Z say, I got Beanie Siegel or Memphis Bleak,
said,
and I'm
yes,
gonna run
he
with
did.
it.
Nah, he did.
Yes, he did.
But
On
he
the
did
second
not
album.
push them.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
no,
did.
nah, he
yes,
tried.
he did.
He tried it.
Memphis Bleak, yes, he
Look,
did.
tried it.
Listen to what I'm
Volume 2, yes, he did.
Listen to what I'm saying.
He called him the new Jay-Z.
Listen to what I'm saying, because now you just cut me off from what I was trying to finish.
But-
when it came to Black Album, and I'm talking about his retirement, not when he was in the game doing what he was doing.
Yeah.
Because Westside Gunn is doing the similar thing. He's in the game, he's rapping, he's pushing them. When it came to Black Album, Beanie left the label, so he wasn't even
No, he was
involved
still
with that.
on the label.
No, Beanie's next album was with Dame Dash Music Group. That was The Becoming.
Okay.
We're talking about after the Black Album.
After the Black Album?
After the Black Album, Beanie Siegel's next album was The Becoming. That was Dame Dash Music Group.
Okay.
Go back and look at the credits.
I know what you mean.
Okay.
Man.
When it came to Memphis Bleak, he had the 434, the 534,
Some shit.
and after that he was gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he
Yeah.
wasn't building them up the way that
And then
Gunn
he
is
did the
building
whole-
these guys
and then
up
he
for
did the
when
whole
he's ready.
Linkin Park shit. Jay-Z did the whole Linkin Park
Right,
shit.
so that's
Then
what
he
you
did the
can.
whole R. Kelly
Right.
shit.
So
Then
you
he
can
still
say what
touring.
you can say what you want about Jay. I don't view Westside Gunn the same as Jay.
I'm just saying, well, no, I'm just looking at as rappers.
I'm looking at Gunn in a
period.
different light.
And Too Short. And all of them. Like, I don't ever believe a rapper when they said they're
it's one of the
retiring.
things, bro,
Maybe
like-
Joe Budden with a capital M-A-Y-D-E.
No, that one even is out the door because he's been talking about coming back and rapping again.
I know, but still.
You know what I mean?
Maybe.
So it's
That's why I
like,
said
but
maybe.
the fact that he's actually already speaking on it and kind of has plans to go forward with it, that kind of goes out the door.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm saying,
but
no
what I was getting
rapper, they always say they're going to retire.
Yeah,
Lupe said he was
that
going to
part.
retire after Lupin, and then Lupin never came out and he kept rapping. Fucking Too Short said he's
Sort
going to
of.
retire. A lot of Jay-Z said, oh, I'm retiring. Westside Gunn, Game said he's going to retire after what? Jesus Piece or whatever, he said he was going to retire and he drop more albums. Like, I'm listening to all these rappers. Westside Gunn's just going to be right in there. He's going to be gone for like maybe a few months and then he'll
It's
come
just
back.
that, like, really,
It's just a pattern. It's
every
a-
rapper that says that they're gonna retire, they haven't yet, or they. You know what I mean?
I'm taking Gunn at his word because he sounds the most authentic with it.
So
I mean,
Jay-Z
he's-
didn't sound authentic?
Man,
in certain ways, no. If you go back and look at the tape,
Hey, Black Album. I got the Black Album. Then I backed out it as the best rapper alive.
I mean, even if you just look at some
My first song.
if you look at some of the first, like the moves just around it though, like you can do what you want to do for the album, but the moves around it were kind of like.
And he kept saying
he's
this is my
kind of
last
hitting
album.
that like.
nah, the moves around it was like
said
His move around it, he went to Def Jam and became the fucking president.
Exactly.
Yes.
He was trying to run a label.
Okay, do you see what he ended up doing in the process?
He got forced to make an album.
No. Look at what happened. He moved DMX off the fucking grid.
All right, JC. Okay, all right.
Some of those moves are a little suspicious, and when you kind of look at things and the
X
like.
he kind of moved himself off the grid.
That's just what I'm
bro.
saying. Like, it just, yeah, you can say, okay, yeah, he's retiring, but just some of them, it was like, again, you just take them for their word. I'm just saying and telling you guys, maybe you guys haven't listened to the same interviews I've listened to.
Oh, I've heard him.
So,
No.
We all heard him, but I just don't
like
believe
I said,
him.
dog, I just don't believe
I
any
don't
rapper.
believe any rapper.
That's why I'm Westside Gun. I take him for his word.
You take him for his word?
No,
Yeah.
that's what I said out the gate.
That's good.
Like, you're
But I don't
taking
trust
him for his
it.
word. I kind of
That's cool, but I'm taking for his word at it. You guys can
Yeah.
bring up all the rappers.
Because it's a
in history,
pattern. They've
and it's a
all
pattern,
said the same stuff.
and that's
Every
cool.
single one of them.
He sounds it sounds very different.
So
to me.
all the
That's
other
all I'm
rappers
saying.
that said that you just didn't believe them when they said it? When they all said, I'm done after this album?
They would say it, and then they would draw like, "Oh yeah, my new shit is coming out right, like here and there." Like, okay, cool.
But it took a while for Jay-Z to come back. You know what I
Took
mean?
him, like, 2 years.
Yeah, he took a
When was
little
Linkin
bit of
Park
a
shit?
break.
Dropped 2004.
But it was like old material mixed
Yeah,
in.
it was like remix.
And then the whole R. Kelly Best of Both Worlds Part 2. Then he went on to like Jay didn't really.
But see, that's the thing, like,
kept
there was,
touring.
like-
he kept working. That's what Ove kept doing.
Yeah,
He
but
didn't drop new music. He did little features here and there, but that was it. He for the most part, he backed out, but then he gradually just came back in.
Yeah.
And that's what Westside Gunn's gonna do. He's gonna kind of back out for about a year or a few months, and then he's gonna gradually just come back in it. Because
he might take
if he
a little break.
if he does, I'm wrong. Like, there's no big deal in saying
but
I'm wrong. I'm just saying I take him for it. It sounds different. That's all I'm saying.
I get you.
Like,
I get you.
there's certain people you just like. You can say that about 99 people, but remember, there's always that 99% because there's always that 1% that sounds just it just sounds different. Like,
what
that's all
rapper
I'm
has
saying.
stayed retired for the longest period? It's been Joe Budden for the most part. He hasn't dropped no new music since this last album. He has not dropped not one bar, not one verse.
He's dropping bars every week, bro.
You know what I mean?
I ain't heard nothing from Big Daddy Kane.
Shit.
Yeah.
I ain't heard nothing from Rakim recently, or you know what I mean, since the whole Dr. Dre shit.
No, he's still dropping shit, but people don't care. That's the sad part.
Nah, he ain't dropping shit.
No. He does. He'll drop like a verse, a featured verse.
Oh yeah,
maybe,
that type
but
shit.
no one
Okay,
will
yeah.
care. Anyway, like I said, but when it comes to your original question, I blame Rosenberg still, and parts, mostly. I'm not gonna put it all on Rosenberg. Mostly on Rosenberg, but M has to share that blame too.
I definitely agree with you though. Joe Budden does look a lot better in the light.
I mean, I never doubted
for
Joe.
sure.
That's the thing. I never doubted him. So
I mean, you could not doubt him, but then like this shit puts it like on. It's right there. It's right in front of you now. You know what I mean? Like he was right.
Yeah. It was
Like,
funny. Someone on Twitter.
Yeah, it's not even the fact that M fans were.
Someone on Twitter tried to say like, "Oh, Eminem is neglecting him the same way he neglected Obi Trice," and I was like, "You pump your fucking brakes." What's the first thing you hear on "Without Me"? His biggest single. What's the first thing you hear? Obi Trice, real name, no gimmicks. Yeah.
Which is again, that's why it's shocking that he did all of that for all of them on the first Shady run.
Yeah.
He's not doing it for his next wave of artists. That's
Like,
very
none of them.
strange. You can blame Rosenberg, but for me, M should be responsible for the creative process.
Yeah, you would think.
And that's why I hold him responsible in that. If you're signing
but the
these guys,
last time he was in Creative Forces, it was Slaughterhouse's album. We saw how that turned out. So then after that, he backed out.
But it's not even that. Like, just bring him on a song. You don't gotta be there for the creative. I'm
Put
thinking
them on your album since you got the biggest fucking. You're
Eminem.
Yeah, exactly.
You're Eminem. Like, there's nothing needs to be said.
I'm not arguing with you about that.
He's got a stan base.
He invented stands. He invented the word.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, bro.
Not being popular either. But yeah, rappers should not just retire. They should just not rap and not say anything. That's what Ho's been doing.
Some rappers should retire though and go to the next phase of their careers.
Like who?
It's not even about who. I'm just saying in general. You can reach a certain point where you're like,
I kind of low key retired in a way.
No, he's still making music.
He's still making music.
I know he's still making music, but it's not.
I'm talking about fully fledged, retiring.
nothing.
It's done.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that because your skill set is over. I'm saying that
You're just
because
done.
like artists, it's the same thing with athletes. You have basically a 10-year window. And after that 10-year window, you're going to be fortunate to be an Eminem, but you're most likely going to be like the run-of-the-mill like everybody else. Find something, one or two other passions that you're...
Be like Kanye. How about that?
Just be like somebody just in general where you just find one or two different passions, use the funding that you're making off of your artwork now while you're in your prime, and then ascend into the next phase of your career. Now, I'm not saying that because I don't believe in rappers rapping when they're 50. It's not that, but it's you can do so much bigger when you go to the next level of your career. I mean, one of the biggest examples we could use from the athlete side is look how people talk about Kobe. Kobe was great on the court, but look what he was doing with the second portion of his life up until his death. He was getting into something that it was like, oh shit, he's going to be known to a certain generation. He's not even going to be known as Kobe the basketball player. He's going to be known as Kobe the filmmaker and the producer. You know what I'm saying? Like, do that.
The author.
The creative.
Right.
Yeah, well,
that's what I'm saying.
I get it. Still shady on M's part and Rosenberg. So, whatever. They better fix that shit. All right, new music is dropping during, Westside Gunn. But next week, there's going to be a beef between R&B people. I don't know, not a beef, but at the same damn time.
Ebony and Ivory.
R&B?
R&B, hey.
Ebony and Ivory.
Yeah, Snow Allegra's gonna drop, I guess, something. I don't know if it's a single or if it's an EP or album. And I guess Summer Walker's dropping an EP too, right?
Good timing. I'm ready to hear those.
Hey man, I'm
Silhouette though.
Oh my god, Snow shit. Oh yeah.
I wasn't even talking about Snow.
No, we're talking about Summer.
Oh, Summer had no Summer.
Like her silhouette. My God.
I'm about to look it up right
I don't know
now.
what popped with her body over this COVID, but COVID is.
I mean.
Yeah, I mean.
And that's just a shadow.
If there's anybody that's been blessed as a result of COVID, it's Summer Walker.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Oh, no,
yeah.
wait. Where is it? I'm trying to look for it. Just point it out. I'm looking under the fucking shit.
Come on, that's not even it.
Where is it at? Where at?
Come on.
Did she delete it?
Well, while y'all look for that.
She deleted it. Man, she whacked.
Broke it.
Another one that's dropping this Friday. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Shoot for the stars, aim for the moon.
Virgil, bring your ass to the stand.
Somebody did this.
Yeah, Virgil
Nigga.
almost fucked that shit up for him. Rest in peace to Pop Smoke. Like, come on, man.
Bruh.
Nigga.
Virgil went and took
this one.
the album cover from Post Malone's, was it?
It was
Beer Pongs and Bentleys.
Yeah.
The barbed wire from that. And then he just meshed it with the diamonds from What a Time to Be Alive. And then he just put Pop Smoke in the middle.
It was and from a random picture that he just took.
Hey man, they weren't diamonds, bruh. They were fucking frozen ice roses.
Shut up, man.
Yo, hey, nah, real shit though, they were roses. But I was just like, yo, that shit is
that
so
was right
boo-boo.
before they dropped it right before the Verzuz battle.
So
and
boo-boo.
that was the first thing I saw when I turned off the game for Last of Us. I went on Twitter and saw that shit. I'm like, oh no, Pusher, 50, Steven Victor, fix that shit.
Somebody.
Fix that shit. And then Steven Victor went on Twitter and was like, we gotta listen to the fans. We're fixing this shit right now.
Niggas been letting Virgil get away with bullshit for a while.
I don't get how they
yeah.
all. And then what's funny is 50 posted it on his Instagram, and then when he saw the backlash, he was like, "I done told him this shit was trash." And then he started. And there's like a whole lot of fan edits of the damn cover art that looks fucking amazing. By a lot of fan edits.
A lot of the fan art has been amazing.
Yo, I saw one by Boss Logic.
Yeah, I saw him
that
too,
shit was fire,
Yeah.
He's the
bro.
one that does all the Marvel shit.
Yeah.
And there was another one I saw that was fire. There's like a whole bunch of fan alternate covers, and
It
it's
was
like
great. They looked amazing. Lord.
So yeah, you better fix that shit. There's like 19 tracks on the album, and there's one with 50 and Roddy Ricch, I think, right?
Yeah. That's the single. It's gonna be coming out soon, I think.
Yeah.
I saw a couple people were upset because it didn't have one of his main Fabio Foreign.
Fabio.
Yeah, he's not on any of the tracks, so I saw a lot of people were pissed off with that.
I'm just more amazed that he did enough tracks for an album like this, before his death. So rest in peace to Pop Smoke again, but still, man, what the fuck, Virgil? Like this is
he's trash for that.
That was like you.
This man ain't even here no more in the physical.
Yeah.
Like,
and then you had the nerve to go on Instagram and turned off the comments, by the way, because he knew that shit was some bullshit. And he was like, yeah, before Pop Smoke died, we talked about doing a project together, so I thought this project... Man, nigga.
Yeah,
Shut up.
No, that's
That too. I don't know what Kanye told you, but shit, man. I mean, he's a nigga that wrote Brick on a Brick.
Put brick on my brick. So,
anyway,
moving forward, Freddie Gibbs was on the Bootleg Kev podcast last week.
Kev? Oh, no, I know who he is. Bye-bye.
Yeah, Bootleg Kev.
Yeah, I know.
Well-known name within the industry.
I know.
On
That's why I said it
the media
first.
side. Anyways, he was on the pod. He was on his podcast. The question came up when it came in regards to G-Eazy. Of course, this is one of those situations where if you know, you know. Gibbs used to be signed to G-Eazy. Some shit went down between them. They ended up beefing. Have been beefing ever since then. The beef has kind of remained chill, like for the most part.
It was curved, like COVID shit.
So, and now that leads
it
to
was flat.
It leads to his segment on the podcast.
Yeah.
So Gibbs was asked if G-Eazy's role in music today. Gibbs respectfully said G-Eazy is a legend, but when it comes to music in 2020, he's musically irrelevant.
And I can't argue
Now,
that.
hip hop heads had no arguments.
Yep.
It was true.
Real hip hop heads.
Because Pyrex Vision 2020 came and went. The one thing that we remember from that project is the nigga went to TikTok.
Oh yeah.
That's your boy.
Yep. This is true.
Yeah, like that's the biggest thing we remember about that project. G-Eazy went to TikTok and was dancing to How You Poppin' in the frozen food section.
Yeah.
During the quarantine.
Yeah.
During that shit. Yeah.
Nobody brings it
With
up
this
anymore.
lady too, right?
Yeah,
This lady. Oh yeah, he's married to that chick from the
no, he's
top.
engaged.
Engaged, yeah.
That's why I said lady. I forgot where they're at.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Meanwhile, Gibbs was in contention for what many considered album of the year last year with Bandana with Madlib,
Shit.
and he found himself in that same position this year
Right
with
back in.
Alfredo with Alchemist.
Alfredo,
Yep.
So clearly he has some relevance at the time.
Yeah.
Logically.
Considering that he just signed that deal with Warner Brothers. Or Warner, considering they just changed the name.
Yeah, it's Warner Brothers.
So Warner, so he's got to deal with that.
I like nigga.
Not like chicken.
I like niggas.
So for some
Shit I gotta deal with, man.
Yeah.
for some strange reason,
Yeah, you knew this.
the person that took the most offense to this
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
was Akademiks.
DJ Akademiks.
What kind of shit is that?
Minus the DJ.
I think he did drop the DJ. I think
And
it's
so
Akademiks now.
on
Yeah.
Everyday Struggle, one of the most recent episodes, they were talking about Gibbs' statement. And for some reason, Akademiks took the stance of, well, if G-Eazy's irrelevant now, then that means Gibbs is definitely irrelevant because he ain't as big as G-Eazy.
And he didn't sell that many copies. Ak is
kind of
always
shit is
about
that?
numbers. He always
That guy
talks
is so
about
stupid, man.
he bases your music quality off how much you sold. If you sold 1 million copies, your music is classic. If you sold 50 or 80,000, you're trash. In his eyes, that's how him and Snitchy 60, they always go off numbers, but they ain't talking about numbers this week.
He bases everything off of numbers, except when it's time to talk about Everyday Struggle with Joe Budden versus Everyday Struggle
Without Joe Budden. Or when your boy went from #1 to not mentioned at all
and
in
we
the
don't
charts.
talk about the numbers.
But he always talks about it.
So when he said that,
Interesting.
who's the he's not the new co-host anymore.
Wayno.
Wayno even looked at
Wayno's
him.
cool. That's the only reason why I watch it sometimes. Just
Wayno even looked at him and was like, he's definitely relevant because why the fuck are you bringing up numbers? Like, look at all the critiques and the act. Like, he's always at the top of the list when we're talking about rappers.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? And then Nadeska even back, he goes, she's like, he's been releasing music consistently for a while now. Like,
And then
he's
Akademiks
clearly
always has to
relevant.
double down on it, and that's when he brought in the numbers.
And then then it led to Gibbs going on Twitter saying, I'll pay a bad bitch $5,000 to admit that she slept with Akademiks. And that clearly triggered something.
Because Zach just
Because
started,
Zach was gone off the fifth of Henny.
and he
And
goes on
it
his
just,
Twitch,
Yeah.
and he starts going in, and then he goes on Twitter and starts talking shit to him, talks about his numbers, saying, let me see your fucking bank statements and all types of shit, pocket watching.
Tax returns.
Tax
and
return,
shit.
yeah, and then
like, bro.
At
come
that
on,
point,
man.
at this point with Ak, I've always went in on him, but then it's just tiring.
Oh, no. See, I'm here to joke.
I know.
Again, I came to 189 to joke tonight.
I want to joke.
I'm here to joke, okay? Let's talk about Akademiks' role in this. Do you understand how horrible you got to get into fit in to when it comes to, I can't talk about you lyrically because I know that in my heart of hearts, I can never admit it publicly, but I know you are a great rapper. I can't get into it with you on the street shit because everybody knows I fuck with a snitch. So I can't hit you there. I can't get with you on the media shit because I know if you come to Everyday Struggle, you will smack the shit out of me. And pull my titties on camera.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
Squeeze the titty. He's
Squeeze
gonna squeeze
it.
squeeze them on live.
I want to squeeze your titties.
So the one place I can go to is
your pockets.
let's talk about bank statements and tax returns. My nigga, what?
Yeah, man.
Like,
You know, real hip hop shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Real hip hop shit.
Akademiks is the perfect example of the kid that was never popular
Oh yeah.
in school and finally ended up with some followers.
So he's a
And
Drake
now,
fan.
and now just wants to change the whole narrative. I've
Those
been that
are-
nigga.
those are
He
Drake
was a-
fans.
He was a cornball back then.
No, it's not
He's a
even about-
cornball
That's
now.
why I identify Drake fans.
It's not even about
as.
Drake fans.
That's
This
why I
is
identify them
this
as.
shit's been happening long before Drake came in the picture. Like
Yeah.
when
Yeah, nah, leave
MySpace,
Drake out of this for right
when
now.
MySpace and
Please.
YouTube started creeping in initially, that's when it started, which was before Drake.
Yeah.
His role, it just kind of intensified it. But this has been a problem that's been going on since MySpace.
Wow, you taking it there.
Yeah, people get just a little taste of
Fame.
just just notoriety. We'll say it ain't
Yeah,
about
yeah,
fame.
call it-
Just
call it
get attention.
notoriety.
Just
Yeah.
get attention off social.
And it's like all of a sudden
internet.
now it's just you too big for everybody else, and it's like, my nigga, humble yourself. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people got you there. And to be perfectly frank, if you're trying to speak on, and this is in terms of speaking on how they speak on themselves. Let's keep it a buck. You ain't even near where you think you are.
Oh yeah.
at all. You may get all these.
For
You
sure.
may think Drake like DMs you all the damn time. You talk to all these artists. You get the exclusives and shit. But reality, they're just using your ass so you could just drive out their little narratives and shit. That's all they use
Yeah,
you for.
like think about Akademiks' role in all this. He's used to push narratives. He's not there to break stories
at
Oh
all.
yeah, for sure.
and
at
get
all.
and get in depth.
Yeah.
Like I will never forget when a little birdie told me when 21K, what's it called, 21K Projects. That's 6ix9ine's label.
Some shit like that. Yeah.
Probably.
When at South by Southwest, when she went in there to like talk about, do a meeting about her artists and shit like that, they said they were sitting there when 6ix9ine was still in jail. They were sitting there brainstorming how they were gonna market 6ix9ine when he got out, and Akademiks was sitting right there in that meeting.
Yeah.
So that should just tell you something. Like I'm just like, yeah, okay. So you're there just to drive a narrative. That's your role in all this. You just drive. You promptly want to play devil's advocate. So there's a difference between Skip Bayless and Akademiks. Akademiks believes what the fuck he's talking about. I can tell Skip Bayless is trolling.
Yeah,
And
he
he's making
just
money.
he just bullshitting the whole
He's just
time.
bullshit. You can tell Skip Bayless is trolling. Akademiks literally feels like he's the voice of the culture.
Yeah, but what screw Skip Bayless is he's actually respectable because of his journalism, and he goes too far
because his
sometimes.
previous years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he goes too far sometimes where it's like, all right,
Yeah,
now
he
you're kind of
does.
productive.
He's a
Right.
habitual line stepper. So,
but the thing is-
I've been saying this about his
But
ass,
what I want to
so-
ask you guys, because this, again, I'm here to joke, I'm here to laugh. That's where I'm
Shit,
at.
here you go.
Do you prefer in 2020 rapper versus rapper beef or rapper versus platform holder beef?
You mean blogger?
No, platform holder, because they come in different forms. They come in form of a blog, they come in form of a podcast, they come in form of...
Magazines like Eminem versus the Source. And shit?
Okay, now this is why I'm asking. Because in the social media and digital age, the magazine and the publications and the journalism in that aspect, they're gone. So back in the day, it used to be weird to see a rapper getting into it with a writer. Because it was like...
They still do that
No,
shit.
but listen. It was weird to see it because the writer you'd have to wait like a month to get the writer's response.
Yeah,
okay.
In that aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Elliot
In
Wilson.
today's world,
You get it instantly. Literally instantly.
not only
on
does the
Twitter.
rapper have the microphone, but the podcaster has a microphone. To me, this is a little bit more entertaining
Well, yeah.
I was gonna say,
because
like-
you get it instantly.
And,
Like there's
I mean,
no
look what
wait.
Freddie
There's
Gibbs
no
did,
wait
man.
time.
He made merchandise of him beating up Akademiks.
And I'll
Nah,
say this:
Not even beating him up. That wasn't no merchandise.
But I'm just saying that. You know, it's just hypothetical. Not hypothetical.
well, he put him. He's selling a T-shirt of him as a Teletubby,
That's the one he's doing.
Yeah,
yeah.
he's saying,
No, I just want to clarify that part.
Yeah.
Like,
and he's saying Snitch Nine's the police on the back, which I'm
Yeah.
buying that shirt later this week.
Act
oh,
is
he
the
said
police.
Akademiks.
Akademiks
Yeah,
is the
yeah,
police.
yeah. So
I don't want that nigga's name on my back.
I'll get it when it's when it's named in
Yeah,
that
think
instance.
about it. I don't want that nigga's name on my back. No matter.
It don't mean I gotta wear it, but I'll buy it in support.
All right.
That.
But what I'm asking is because it's weird nowadays because rapper beef versus rapper, it mainly takes place on social media anyways.
It's very
That's
rare.
true.
it's
So
on
you ain't
Reddit
giving me
now.
you ain't giving me bars to begin
See,
with.
and that's what I was gonna start off my answer by saying is, bro, I love it when it's rapper versus rapper when they're actually rapping. Like, that's the only thing that matters.
Like the last one. Who's the last one?
I was about to say the only
Pusha and
problem
Drake.
is that hasn't happened.
And No Name and Jim
No,
Cole.
and you know what? You could say Push and Drake, but even then, it went off the rails.
One round. It was a one-round knockout.
But it still
went
was
off the
all
rails.
the
No, it wasn't even.
It's just
I was about to say,
music,
you can call it one-round knockout. I agree with you, but it really wasn't that, because if you look at it, he went on a whole ass run. I'm talking about Drake. Went on a whole ass run after that.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really a knockout.
Yeah, he didn't
You
lose.
know what I
Because
mean?
back then, you get something like that, you will never hear from a rapper again.
Yeah, exactly. And that's I guess what I prefer.
With Act,
The old school
with
type
somebody
shit.
like Academics,
The new stuff is kind of funky, bro.
The thing
It's
about
like you
Academics
said,
is that very
all the social
soon,
media.
I'm saying this right now. I've said it before. I said it about 6ix9ine. Said it about fucking XXX. Pretty soon, and maybe this year, maybe next year, but pretty soon, the universe is gonna handle Academics one way or another. I don't know what's gonna happen to him. I don't think he's gonna get fucked. He's not gonna get killed or some shit like that. But he's gonna show up in the complex office, and you're gonna see him on Everyday Struggle with a black eye.
I'm not taking it way too
smile on
serious.
my
I'm here to
face.
laugh, man. Like,
No, you can laugh. I can laugh at that.
I'm here to laugh.
I can laugh. Can I be
I like that.
"Nah."
I just got through saying that would put a smile on my face,
See?
bro.
So we
Like,
can laugh.
I can laugh at that.
You
shit.
can laugh too. So
Well, no,
laugh
because
at it.
you're talking about what the universe is going to handle. I'm like,
Yeah, that's what I
I'm
mean.
not here to talk about the universe.
Like, you
I'm here
get
to
too
talk
deep,
about.
though.
I'm here to talk
Pause.
about. I'm here to talk about Freddie Gibbs going on Everyday Struggle, and as soon as Act says something, he just stands up and he smacks the shit out of him, just for the fuck of it. Like, you can't do that with rapper versus rapper. You have to go with bars.
Yeah.
This at least opens up a little kind of,
Act wanted to show up to
yeah,
work.
yeah.
See, I can see Complex setting his ass up. Like, all of a sudden, like, he shows up in the office and shit. It's like, oh, yeah, they're going to bring him out like he's on Maury. It's like, oh, yeah, we got to get special guest today. Freddie Gibbs. And Act's like, oh, shit. Oh, shit.
and for the record,
Calls out sick.
yeah. And for the record,
I'm saying they're on the air. Like, they're literally, and they surprise him, and Freddie comes from behind the scenes. And
I gotta
sits
go.
down. You know,
I can see that shit.
No, he's going to sit there.
And for the record, I'm not talking about killing people as a result
no.
of this shit. Like, that's not where I'm going.
Yeah.
But occasionally you do gotta smack somebody around every now and then just to
yeah,
let them
he
know.
needs
Like,
to get smacked.
Academics been running his mouth just a little too much.
Dude, he talked shit
A little
about Chrissy.
too much.
He talked shit about John Legend's wife, man. Called her a bitch. He said, bitch, shut the fuck up and suck this dick. He said all this
Yeah,
shit.
so you know what I'm saying? Like, every now
That's
and
what
then,
I mean. John Legend gonna go up on his ass, man.
like, yeah, somebody just gonna walk in. It just saw, like, you know, Freddie Gibbs just made it perfectly clear. I'm not Vic Mensa. Like, leave me alone. And then, you know, it got quiet after a while because Gibbs wouldn't let up. He's been going for 2 consecutive days
No,
now.
you
and-
know, because Act
Bruh.
talked about his damn kid.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. He
If
went in there.
John Legend smacks up fucking Academics,
Is John Legend gonna have to smack
Smack
a
a
bitch?
bitch?
I swear it would be one of those situations. I
John
would lose
Legend's
that
one of
shit.
the most calmest, most positive persons.
He gotta show up looking like Beethoven, too.
Yeah,
He's one of the
have
most,
to.
Yeah.
He's one of the most calm people ever. You have John Legend show up at Everyday Struggle.
I
and
will fuck you up.
say, I'm just
I don't wanna
gonna-
brag.
I'm just gonna
shit.
fuck you up, Academics. And I'm gonna take it slow, slow.
your ass.
I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Alicia Keys goes and whoops his ass in A minor.
Oh fuck! Game over.
Yeah. But when it comes to Act, whatever, bro. That's how I'm looking at him. Like, it's not surprising. Everything he's doing, just like 45, I'm not surprised at his ass. And people say, oh, how come that's happening to him? It would have happened to him already. No, karma.
I just gotta laugh at the fact, you know, that's all, like,
Why what laughing?
because I can't take it serious anymore. Like,
I've never
he's
took him
nobody.
serious.
Well, that's the thing. I've never taken him serious, but it was to the point where at least when he stood next to Button, it was just kind of all right.
Like he had some credibility
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Now you standing solo and it's just you just off the rails.
He's
and
been off the rails ever
Yeah.
since.
Ever since
Star
he became
left.
the main attraction and shit.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Ever
man.
since that
because
happened.
I don't watch Everyday Struggle, so I don't know.
Only
Like,
time I watch Everyday Struggle is just mainly for Wayno's takes. Cause I respect Wayno. He's been around the whole Rockefeller years and
and
shit.
see, that's why I don't watch Everyday Struggle. I respect Wayno and to a certain degree Nadeska too much to just sit there and then
And look at
be
Act.
absolved with
But
Act's
every-
takes and shit. Like
Every so
nah.
often, Act has a good take, but it's like smothered in bullshit. So it's kind of just like,
So that, to me, that means he's just shooting 1 for 6 from 3-pointers. every
yes,
time. Like,
Yeah,
very.
man.
There was one take he was
He's
like,
getting cut, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
That's the
that's
moral of the
thing,
story.
man. And that's a sad. Sometimes I think back to those years of the Everyday Struggle. That one year with Joe and Act, and I was like, they had a great thing going with that shit, man.
Yeah.
Because that was really the fucking first take of hip hop, man.
I'm just saying, every time Joe Budden leaves a situation, he just looks better in the light. It's never, and the funny thing is, it's never immediate. It's always time. in the long run.
So that's why Spotify pays them.
Yeah, because they keep bringing up, they keep counting down their episodes.
I know, seriously.
I've noticed that. They've been counting down. So I'm like,
they got 18 left, bro.
Yep.
Hey, man.
Shit.
Meanwhile, Terry Crews at it again.
Have you seen Royce's?
Here we go.
Did you see Royce's rant on Instagram? Yeah. I love how he got it. First it said J. Cole versus No Name, and he only talks about them for like pretty much 2 seconds, like 20 seconds, and then he just starts going in on Terry Crews from 2 videos. And the thing about it is that Royce reminds me of my boy Red so much, Red Baron. And they both have the same type of shit. When you get them on a topic, they just keep going and going. That was Royce on Terry Crews. He went in on him.
And they both come off as like reserved and shit.
Yeah,
you know
and
what
they
I mean?
both wear glasses too. So yeah.
Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Terry Crews is I've really put him in the response with
No Name,
Whitlock, and she's not even as the extreme. I'm talking about the
she ain't
extremes.
that bad, bro.
Yeah, true.
Like Whitlock, Candace Owens, like it's just literally one of those. Like I don't even.
It's like Hall of Fame, huh?
Yeah. So his latest tweet.
Hall of Fame. Shit.
Exactly. That's a good way to put it.
And you joined the JC. Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That's the segment. That's what we should call this. The
No hundreds. No hundreds. Okay. Hall of Fame.
It's like Mark Henry. Yeah. Hall of Fame. The Hall of.
So this motherfucker, for those who don't know what he tweeted. He tweeted yesterday, June 30th, "If you are a child of God, you are my brother and sister." Nothing wrong with that. I have family of every race, creed, and ideology. Still nothing wrong with that. It's only when you get to the sentence after the space, because there is a space on this tweet.
He had to think about it.
"We must ensure Black Lives Matter doesn't morph into Black Lives Better."
Move this man! What kind of shit is that?
Who said Black Lives Better?
Seriously, bro.
I got nothing to say. Just move on. Next.
As I had to read that shit, was just like, it was like again, it was okay. And then when I walked away, I was like, is Black Lives Better even a trending topic? Like,
no.
How far back does that go?
Black Lives Better doesn't even sound right.
Yeah, no.
Black Lives Better.
They ain't got the right herbs and spices on it.
No, it doesn't even sound right.
Nah.
Black Lives Better. Like what? No, that doesn't even. No, Black Lives Matter. See, it sounds better.
The thing about it, bro.
Black Lives Better, Martine.
I understand what he's trying to say. I understand what he's
Black
getting
is
at.
king. Word to Beyonce.
Oh fuck! Here we go. Nah, I get what he's trying to say and shit. Like he doesn't want it to be like the whole. Remember how you mentioned last time, right? With the black supremacist shit. That's what he's saying. He doesn't want to happen.
Terry Crews just needs to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say next. At the same point, shut the fuck up, Terry Crews. What the fuck are you saying, bro?
I think the Wayans brother casted him perfectly.
Oh no,
on white chicks.
You think they casted him?
Well, you think he took that willingly?
No. What I think is they said, "Go ahead, be yourself."
Yeah.
And he did that shit.
I mean, maybe
like legit.
When he was doing that, when he was pop locking and shit, that shit just told you something, man. Damn, I like Terry Crews, man.
Nah, when he was singing that fucking song, that should have told you something.
He said, yeah, that was the funniest part. But he was being himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The white people. What's that Vanessa Hudgens song? Is it Vanessa Hudgens? What's her name?
Is it? I don't know what the fuck it is, man.
I Walk 1,000 Miles. That's the dreams and nightmares for white people.
Shit.
That is. When you go to the bar, they play that shit.
Journey.
No, I say dreams and nightmares it's the equivalent. Oh, Journey is that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Journey is Dreams and Nightmares.
Yeah. Don't stop.
Yeah, that's a.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I would like.
But Drunken Nights, they play that Backstreet Boys. I like it.
That other one is up there though.
Actually, I was like, Journey is more like their Frankie Beverly and Maze.
Yeah.
Okay.
I Walk 1,000 Miles is white people's dreams and nightmares.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That is. Yeah. That is when they hear that piano. These niggas the whiteys lose their minds.
Yeah, because when white people hear When white people hear just a city boy, it's the same thing as black people when they hear you make me happy.
Yeah.
Oh,
same thing.
shit, yeah.
That's true. As soon as they hear that, hold up, wait a minute.
That was me.
It's the same thing when she goes la da la da.
Oh shit.
And I would walk. That's the equivalent of hold up, wait a minute. Shit.
Yeah, so as a result of that, yeah, I don't know what the
Crews.
fuck Terry Crews
Terry
fucking talking
Crews,
about. We
man,
get the
shut the
outta
fuck
here.
up.
Yeah.
Just shut the fuck up.
Just let that white man grab your dick, man. That's all you should have just did.
Meanwhile, white people still doing everything but telling the police stop killing us.
Black lives better.
Oh man.
So yeah, this one's funny to me. The nigga who played pretty much. I never knew how much white people play the voice of people of colors on animated shows.
Yeah, it's a lot.
There's
It's a lot, bro.
Yeah.
Like I
It's a lot.
I knew the dude from Cleveland show was white, and I'm like, and then he just decided to step down.
Yeah, for every Isaac Hayes a chef, that's not the norm.
Yeah.
I was like, and then what's it called? Someone else stepped down, being on the other show that's on Netflix.
Big Mouth.
Big Mouth. She stepped down. I forgot who played her, but yeah, she
Yeah,
stepped
she
down.
plays the black girl.
Apparently, Captain Marvel. What's her name? Is it Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel.
That played the voice on BoJack Horseman.
BoJack
the Asian.
Horseman.
I didn't know she was Asian. I thought she was white.
No, she was Asian.
She was Asian.
Wait, what?
How you not know she was Asian?
I think I missed the episodes when they met her family and shit. I really thought she was like mixed or white or whatever, but that's my fault. So yeah, so there's that. And then they said, and on The Simpsons, they said nobody white is gonna play people of color no more.
Yep.
And I was like, okay.
Well, that means you gotta fire the whole staff because their white is yellow.
Did you
So
did you see the guy from
Stupid.
no,
I didn't even think about that shit.
did you see the guy from The Wire? He said he'll play the voice of Cleveland.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that'll be perfect.
Oh yeah.
Allison Brie.
Yes, that was who she played. Yeah.
Shout out Caffeine. Who's that? King DDD.
You get a ding.
DDD.
You can't hear the ding, but when you hear the playback, you got it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So I mean, I get it. That's cool.
But we didn't ask for that.
I ain't asked for that. So
Like
I'm
almost
50-50
about
on that.
also in Aladdin. When you watch Aladdin, I noticed nobody is a people of color in Aladdin. They all played like Arabs and shit.
That they are people of color. What
No, the voice actors.
Oh, the actors. Oh, okay.
The guy
okay,
who played
okay,
the voice
okay.
of Aladdin was the nigga on the Full House.
I was like,
Yeah.
what?
The actor who
What
played
are you
adult
saying?
Simba was white.
Yeah.
Like, they only brought Jason Weaver in to sing.
yeah.
Yeah, go on, nigga, dance and entertain us.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like, yeah.
That's how that goes. Like when it comes to live physical acting, yes, there needs to be more roles for black and brown. Especially after Viola Davis gave that. I don't know if you guys saw
I've seen it.
her clip today. Boy, did she go in.
Nah.
She was like, I'm cut from the same cloth as Meryl Streep.
Yep.
And everybody, but
I won my Oscar.
Yeah,
I won
but y'all
my-
don't give me the same respect and you don't pay me the same.
Nope.
And it's time that it end. Like, she went in her bag and got in her shit. Like, salute to
That's
Viola
what's
Davis.
up.
Yeah.
So when it comes
Shout
to
out
that,
to her, man.
when it comes to that, yeah, open up more roles. When it comes to this cartoon shit, I don't care. The cartoons.
I mean, you could. I don't know, dog.
I
kinda,
don't care. For me, I don't care.
Personally, I appreciate the authenticity, though.
All
you know
of
what
a
I mean?
sudden?
No. What? All of a
No,
sudden?
for the voice actors. They just be like, oh yeah.
I only care.
They had all these times to do that.
I care to a certain extent. I care when you have white voice actors
For the Cleveland.
playing black roles, and it's like very stereotypical, and like they just there's no
Yeah.
positives in it.
You know what
Yeah,
Edgar
yeah.
said?
When it's
Yeah.
anything else, like I don't give a fuck.
Edgar said
Alright.
the Cleveland show is nothing more than modern day blackface because a white
Yeah,
man
the
played
Cleveland
voice.
show, like
yeah.
the Cleveland show overall
Yeah,
was.
see, that's what I was getting at.
Yeah, that was the issue. But Cleveland on Family Guy was never like he was just there.
Nah, dude.
Again,
He's the-
Family Guy as a whole went off the rails after like the fourth season.
After Seth
Yeah.
MacFarlane got
Okay, yeah.
checked,
So
he
yeah,
stopped giving a fuck.
Yeah, they like as a whole,
Right.
They just went off the rails. So yeah, I can see what you're saying about Cleveland, but the whole fucking show just went wild.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was like, how can I expect them to keep Cleveland tame when fucking all the white characters are running wild and going
Right.
crazy? Like,
right.
it is what it
I
is.
get you.
So I don't really, like. It's just there's that for me. Then you get into this shit where it's the realtors are talking about, hey, we realize that's very insensitive for you guys, so we're not gonna say master bedroom in front of you anymore.
Yeah, that's.
I never
ridiculous.
understood. I was like, huh? I never even thought about it. I was
So it's like, okay,
Master-
realtors, like,
crazy.
well, master bedroom, it's self-explanatory.
I know, but I never thought of it.
I
that
never
way.
looked at it like that.
I never looked at that either. So it's like, okay, why don't you just make it, I don't know,
A bedroom.
I'm just throwing it out there. Why don't you just make it easier for black and brown people to apply for these houses? Better yet, why don't you just show them the houses that you know you don't show them to begin with?
Right.
How about that?
Like,
seriously.
I don't give a fuck about the master bedroom and the house you show me. Show me the house that you would show the other person because you think that credit's better.
Right.
Show me that one.
How about that?
Show me the one you'd show the white people.
Yeah.
How about this? They're doing everything like
No way around it, bro.
They're
That's what it
doing
is.
everything, renaming street corners, doing all this other shit except, telling the police stop fucking killing us.
And then Jersey Mike's.
So this is where I'm going to get to here. So all this shit moving forward
Now,
is...
Jersey Mike's?
No. So all this shit moving forward is jokes.
I know.
But this is so perfect because it's like I want to use these as examples because they really do sound real even though they're not real. They actually sound like some shit that the companies would do. Because this really does fall in line with, hey, we're not going to use master bedroom anymore. All right. Somebody came out and not only did this for Jersey Mike's subs, but they did it for Subway as well.
Oh my god.
I'm going
thought that
to
was
read
fake.
both.
They're
They're both fake.
Oh, they
I
are.
just said that. Yeah.
Okay.
They're
fault.
both not real.
We're gonna
But
get these jokes off.
All right.
the jokes have to get out because
We here now.
this is what it sounds like when you say I'm not going to use master bedroom. So I want to introduce you guys to the sandwich version of this. First is Jersey Mike's. We here at Jersey Mike's are always striving for greatness with our sandwiches, but also in our community. We have listened to the larger cultural conversation and have decided that effective tomorrow, which is today, July 1st, our famous BLT, bacon, lettuce, and tomato, will now be known as the BLM, bacon, lettuce, and matto sandwich. Black Lives Matter.
Or Mato.
See, I say it as matto.
Mato. Sounds Japanese.
Yeah, now imagine if that was real. Because it sounds just like the master bedroom shit. We hear what you guys are saying.
Yeah.
So we're not going to use master bedroom. Nigga, I wasn't talking about no fucking master bedroom.
Yeah, seriously.
So that leads us to Subway.
Although that never really crossed my mind. I'm still dumbfounded by
Yeah,
that.
so it's like,
seriously,
not like that.
master
Makes you feel like
bedroom.
your intelligence was insulted.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, you know how I am about people fucking with my intelligence. Shit.
Which then leads us to the faux pas Subway statement. We here at Subway make sure that our customers and staff feel like one family, united in a common mission to defeat hunger one sandwich at a time. We want you to know that we hear you, and in response, we're adding a new item to our menu, the NAACP sandwich. Noodles, apples, avocado, collard greens, and pig's feet. Will be available everywhere effective immediately. Black Lives Matter.
Oh,
Fight
my
racism with a foot long.
God. Wow. Pause. Oh shit.
Yeah, no, of course those last two are fake, but
Bruh.
But again,
but that's how it comes off.
How far off does it sound when it's like white? Hey, I'm not gonna voice in with black. Okay. Hey, I'm not gonna use master bedroom. Okay. What the fuck's that to do with you telling the police stop killing us?
Yeah.
Not a goddamn thing.
Like,
Yeah.
Whatever. Just tell them to stop killing us.
That goes back to, we never even talked about that 2-minute clip of all those white actors in Hollywood that was like, I'm sorry for not realizing it sooner.
I purposely.
But I'm gonna do my part.
I purposely did not talk about that. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, nah, man.
You
I'm cool.
too, Jesse Pinkman, because Jesse was in that shit.
Who?
Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad.
Nah.
He was in that clip. I was disappointed.
Yeah, as you're looking at El Camino different, huh?
No, I still like that shit. Shut up. That was Aaron Paul, not Jesse. Jesse would have called Aaron Paul bitch. Yeah, bitch. Anyway.
Yeah. To put the jokes to the side real quick, this is one of the topics that I was getting serious for.
Oh, it's time to be serious.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
It's time to be serious, people.
Shit.
Serious JC time.
I don't know what day it is when it comes to Breonna Taylor. I just know that there's still
Oh,
no
shit.
justice.
No peace.
And
peace.
until there's justice,
You know
no
what
peace.
you do.
Yeah.
You don't know what to do, people.
And then you get to Madison, Wisconsin. Althea Bernstein was a woman who just happened to be out. I don't know if she was home or she was out. Either way, 4 white men came, poured gasoline on this woman and set her on fire. Now she's still alive
Yeah.
after suffering 3rd-degree burns.
Shit.
But once again, this for all that, we've moved so far ahead. And the racism don't like.
No, these white folks are getting more cute and more brave,
Yeah,
man.
It's just like the couple that went on their lawn with.
Dude.
That shit.
You know.
First off, that dude did not know how to use a gun.
Yeah, fingers still on the trigger, like fam. Yeah.
And it's crazy because they're fucking lawyers. And I didn't understand that. Like, they were just peacefully walking, peaceful protest. They got so scared, like they look like an A24 film. Came out there with the guns pointing at them, like they're gonna loot your damn house. Like, look like the chicks from Mean Girls. We don't even go here.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want to do nothing to you.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Get the fuck back in the house, Karen and Steve. I don't know if that was their names, but Karen and Steve, that's who they are. The way she was pointing that gun, too, she was like, yeah, like scared white people. I saw this one meme that said Fox News did to white people what they thought rap music would do to the kids.
Yep.
Message.
Damn.
I know.
Rest in peace to Elijah McClain. This story is now starting to gain traction after 10 months because this did occur last August.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yep.
Yeah. This happened in Colorado. He was 23.
Something like that.
He was in his early 20s. He had a few medical conditions.
Right.
He was out in public. Not illegal to walk out in public with a mask because of your medical conditions.
Yeah.
It was before the pandemic.
Yeah, it was a ski mask, right? Yeah.
And considering he resided in Colorado, like that's, I don't know if you guys been to Colorado, but there's this difference in elevation up there. It doesn't mix with certain medical conditions.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
But that was enough for the police to
beat his ass.
Look at him as a suspect, and they basically
in the short form. I don't want to get into what he was saying and pleading for his life.
Oh man, that shit was so sad too, dog.
Yeah, and then those cops are still free.
Yeah,
and they just, I think, didn't they fire one of them? No, they didn't do nothing. I don't know. I'm kind of lost with all the cops that kind of get shit and don't get shit happen to them.
I mean, shit, one of George Floyd's, one of the cops, I guess, was his first day on the job. The black one.
Yeah.
They caught his ass at Walmart buying, what was it?
Oreos.
Oh, that's when he just got released.
Yeah.
And he wasn't wearing no mask.
Yeah.
I don't understand why he wanted to walk in there. Like, he had a lot of nerve to show his face. Like, bro, Nick, you know where you at? And he was like, yeah, it's me. Like you a celebrity.
Yeah, for real. That shit was fucking stupid.
You caught me.
Yeah, you caught me. Yeah.
Nigga, they got you all right.
Hey, it was Bill.
Yeah.
Stupid Bill.
I'll say this, as horrible as it sounds. If there's one officer that's going down, it's going to be his ass.
Oh, yeah. They're going to make an example. They're going to make an example of all three of them. And the Asian guy, too.
I'm hoping that it's the best and all four are convicted in certain fashions. But I'm saying this because if they're going to nail one, it's going to be the one that resembles... That's got some color on it.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So that's why old boy, the guy that want to kill him, he's fucked. Because the black guy was with you.
Back to Elijah McClain, though. I just want to make sure that this is said or understood as to why the cops went towards him and shit. Because he was wearing a ski mask and flailing his arms. He was dancing, bro.
And didn't he do violin?
He was just dancing.
Too? He was like a violin.
He was a violin player.
He was a violinist, but I'm saying like he was flailing his arms, and that was the reason why he looked suspicious.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of bullshit is that?
Oh, and then to add insult to injury, they did there's violinist players, and they went and did a memorial for him.
And then the cops showed
up and shot tear gas on him.
Shut the fuck up.
They got violins in their hands.
Man.
Like,
yeah, they went in there and told them to disperse, and they still did the shit.
Yeah.
These cops, man, well, see, it's not surprising.
Again, that's why I did not give a fuck about them pictures with the police taking knees and crying. No, that's a distraction.
That's why it's funny.
That's all bullshit, man.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, it just left my mind. Well, no, when the Atlanta Police Department kind of, did a little protest after they arrested the cop and shit like that and fired him, they said crime rate went down that night. there was like a peaceful night. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Obviously. Stupid.
Yep.
Anyway.
And NASCAR.
Fast like a NASCAR.
Yeah, so when we left, it was like, at the time, we were like, oh, wait, NASCAR. Maybe it wasn't the news, but at least they did the...
Oh, it was!
Nah, the FBI was like, no, it's not news. NASCAR was like, the fuck it ain't. And they dropped that picture, and I was like, that's a fucking noose.
That's a noose, man.
That's a noose.
And then to come to find out, because again, I didn't know all the details of the story. I just knew it was somebody from his pit crew.
Yeah.
I didn't know that the man in his pit crew was a black man that had been in the pit crews for 20 years around NASCAR.
Oh, shit.
It wasn't some kid that just like happened to stumble upon. No, it was the lead of his pit crew, who had been around NASCAR for 20 years and kind of knows what a noose looks like.
I mean, black. So obviously.
Aside from being like, I'm sure he knows the noose. A lot of motherfuckers know what a noose looks like.
But the difference between the noose and the garage rope.
Yeah, the fact that the picture I saw what the FBI showed, from that angle, I was like, oh, okay. But then when you really saw the up close picture,
when I sent it to you, right?
Yeah, no, I saw it on Twitter before.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh, that's a noose.
That's a fucking noose.
I'm like, okay, so who did it? That's how. But it was like, okay,
that shit was legit a fucking noose. Like it was
that's why
everything. Everything you could
question.
envision about a noose was right there.
That's why I'm kind of questioning how NASCAR, how authentic there is, because there's probably little racist moles in there that's kind of trying to fit the, they don't want to lose their jobs. And shit.
Yeah, well, bro.
You know
I mean,
what
like JC said, dude was in NASCAR for 20 years, bro. So obviously he's been around. He's never. I would imagine he's never come across a fucking noose before.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
This is one thing. I don't know if y'all saw this shit, but they tried to make sure. Yeah, we for Black Lives Matter. Oh, we black. So I think it was last Sunday when they had their race or whatever. Instead of doing the national anthem.
Oh,
These motherfuckers.
Yep.
They're the black national anthem. Get the Vincent Price. Vincent Price for me, for the racist folks. Deal with it! Deal with it! Take a knee!
Yeah.
You racist motherfuckers! Take a knee!
Oh, you gonna
put
need
the
now.
fist up!
You gonna need now.
You gonna need now!
You gonna need now.
Take it!
Give me a hell. Give me what I want.
You gonna need now.
You gonna need now. You going to jail now.
You going to jail now.
You gonna kneel now.
You gonna kneel now.
now.
Oh, shit.
That's like from the Chappelle show. As soon as they start singing it, their head explodes.
Yeah.
Oh! Yeah. Motherfucking racist
shit.
motherfuckers. Deal with it.
Yeah.
That
I
was
just think it's funny. Side note too. I just think it's also funny just how nobody wanted to put their masks on for the entire month of June. So while we got to celebrate Juneteenth, now everybody is locking up so nobody can celebrate 4th of July. Because you didn't want to put your fucking mask on and you want to be oppressed.
Hey, we went to the Juneteenth. We celebrated.
Yeah.
You white folks are gonna be stuck in the house, especially out here in Cali.
Yeah.
These cases
I had
going up.
barbecue. I had my barbecue on Juneteenth.
Shit.
Like,
I had at the house, but still, I was gonna be in the house either way.
Hey.
But if I wanted to,
yeah.
yeah, because out here in Cali, they shut down all the Gavin Newsom went, I'm shutting down.
And there's that movie theater shit. No. And then bar shit.
Movies weren't open either way.
No. Yeah.
Movies weren't even, so it's double lockdown. So they gotta open up to be officially locked down.
Yep.
Yeah, because AMC's moving back they pushed back the opening to like the end of the month anyway. So it's like shit. I would say.
Yeah.
Closed down ×2.
You feel me?
And then finally, this is my final serious note.
We'll still laugh even when it's serious.
We're gonna get no, this one for sure. Rest in peace to rapper Huey.
Yeah.
Who of course his hit single Pop, Lock, and Drop It back in 2006, 2007. Murdered, unfortunately.
I thought it was a
Damn.
Oh, it was shooting out.
32 years old.
There was another rapper that died out here in the Bay.
Yeah, Kurt.
Yeah, you might know who he was.
That's why I'm like, wait, what? I didn't even hear about this shit.
Kurt.
I saw Rossi and
yeah, a lot of Karina,
and Soul talking about it.
Caffeine. Fill me in. Caffeine. Who was the Bay rapper that died? That passed away this week in a car accident.
Young Kurt.
Yeah, he goes. Young Kurt. I thought you wanted to know Martine.
Nah, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I guess he was really popular within the Bay Area, like in the upcoming the hyphy movement and shit like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, he died in a car accident.
There was another one, another rapper. I forgot his name. Forgive me. In Sacramento, he was murdered over.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
God damn.
I know, but the young Kurt was in a car accident. Yeah, and Huey was it a drive-by shooting or something?
I wouldn't doubt it. That was one of those ones where it didn't necessarily it didn't fuck me up in the sense of like, obviously I didn't know much about Huey.
I just know Pop, Lock, and Drop It.
Yeah, but it was like one of those ones where it was like, it literally like caught you so off guard where it was like,
wait, what?
Yeah, it was like I was getting ready to go to bed and they're like, rest in peace Huey. So I thought all the trend topics about Huey Newton. And I go and check and I'm like, wait, what? So it's like kind of those ones like you just hate hearing news about that like right before you go to bed.
Yeah,
it's like, that kind of fucks with your spirit. Because it's like now you're trying to rest for a certain amount of hours to get prepared for the next day.
Yeah,
now that's kind of like weighing on you, and it's like
that's fucked up.
Yeah. So rest in peace to all those who are no longer here, man.
Well, you know what? I also say rest in peace to the Brady era and in New England, because now there's a new era coming, COVID or not.
Cam Newton. Oh, Cam.
Killer Cam.
Cam
Newton is with the Patriots.
And them white media members are fucking pissed.
Really now?
Really?
Oh, you guys must not heard the recordings today. They are on radio talking about he better not do that Superman
What?
He better not come
Why
out
not?
here doing the dab. Like,
Why not?
I hope Belichick nips that. Like, we don't do that out here.
Only thing he did nip, Belichick did nip his fucking, the Texan shit.
Yeah, his font changed real quick.
His fonts.
Oh, that shit.
His IG, all that cryptic shit.
Yeah. You can kill that. That's the only thing you can kill. Everything else, cool.
But the funny thing was, he responded in normal font.
Yeah, on
but
Twitter.
then when Julian Edelman said he was excited to play with him, he did his font.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, maybe you just haven't won the titles to get that clearance.
Yeah.
And then Tom Brady showing the pure toxic masculinity. He jumped on that thread and was like, "But I'm still your favorite.
I'm still your
number one. Remember?
You love me.
Yeah.
You love me.
You know you love me.
Oh, it's gonna be. It looked good on paper. It makes sense why Cam is there, but everything's gonna be all fun and well until he starts missing Edelman, and then them white fans is going. Them drafts, man. I already know.
When he's overthrowing receivers, when he's overthrowing Edelman.
I know it's gonna go. But here's a few things about this. Number one, I'm not talking about the fans that have been saying they wanted Cam for the past few months. There are actually New England fans that are like, no, this makes the most sense in the world. They've been saying that.
I think all three of us said.
Well, yeah, no, but I'm talking about there are actually New England fans, like my boy James, who's been saying it from day one. Like, this makes perfect sense. Go get him, bring him in. We don't have a quarterback.
1 year deal too. That's like, I don't know. I'm conflicted on that.
So I'm conflicted with it for this instance. One, his last 8 games, 0 for 8. The injuries, I get that.
He was injured prone like a
All
motherfucker.
right, I understand. But on the flip side, the Bears had no issue trading for Nick Foles
At all.
who was coming off of injury.
Yeah.
Who looked like shit when he got back to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
But he won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but he did it playing in 4 games.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking anything away from him, but he didn't have to carry the weight of a season on him.
Yeah.
That's true.
And again, what have you done for me lately? He signed that big deal. He got injured. It was a pretty serious injury, and he came back and looked like shit.
Yeah.
And the Bears had no problem trading for him.
Yeah.
So I will say that. And it's always a reminder, to be black in this society, you have to be twice as good just to be average.
Yeah.
So, no, yeah, I definitely understand on one end. Yeah, no, I'm conflicted with that. Because then when the reports come out and saying that the only other team that even contacted Cam's agent was the Browns.
Oh, damn. Thank God the Patriots picked him up.
Well, no,
He wouldn't have gone to the Browns.
it's not. I'm not even talking about that. There's 32 teams, and only 2 of them contacted Cam Newton's agent.
That's wild.
I mean, to be fair, there are a lot of teams with starting quarterbacks
That's fine.
or rookie quarterbacks who they seem as their starter. Like, you know what I mean? Going forward.
That's fine. Not all 32 teams have that situation.
Yeah.
I
know, but it was at least a good
Cam
10.
should have went.
Yeah.
At least a
Honestly,
good
Cam
10.
should have went to the Steelers and been a backup for Roethlisberger.
Oh, yeah, because Roethlisberger's going to get hurt.
Oh yeah. So
It's
with
just
Cam.
a matter of time.
Same with Cam.
Well, maybe not.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, realistically, he has only had, 2 injury-prone years?
True.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But also, that's all you really
not
need,
bad.
though. That's all you really need, though. Just, But I'm excited. This is like COVID or not. It's like, damn, COVID. Just can you just let up just a little bit? Because I want to see this. Until you sent me that.
Oh, no, I'm not done.
No, I'm going to get into it.
No, I know, but I was separating it. I wasn't done.
I was about to get into it. Go on.
I was separating this up. New England fans, y'all deserve this. Like, you really deserve this. For always talking about that Patriot way. And I want to bring this up because this is the funniest shit about this. Remember, before this news even broke, the Patriots got in trouble again for cheating.
Yep.
I mean, the water's wet.
Or actually,
Sky is blue.
I think it came
fucks up
right
your
after.
lungs.
When I saw it, it was hours before.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I mean,
And
Sky.
it was one of the funniest, but it was one of the funniest shits ever because the news came out and they were like, "Oh, here we go with Belichick." Belichick's like, "Hey, yeah, you think that? Watch this. Cam, make the announcement." Yeah.
No, it's like,
No, but it was.
it's like the sky is blue.
Yeah, it's not even the fact
COVID
that
fucks up your lungs.
It's not even
and the Patriots cheat.
But it's not even the fact of that. It was the fact that they were all gearing to get on that story, and it was a pretty big story. They got fined in the millions.
Right.
They have a draft pick taken away.
Right.
They have to go and take classes to learn how to just film again. Like, that was the funniest shit to me. They got to retake classes just to learn that shit.
You're telling a Super Bowl franchise team to learn how to film?
Yeah, they can't have anybody on any opposing sideline ever for like a year or so. And in the midst of that, everybody was like, "But Cam Newton is a Patriot."
Hey.
Like, nobody's talking about this shit since. That's the funniest shit to me. And you know who can only get away with that?
The Patriots.
A team that wins.
Yeah.
Period. When you win 6 Super Bowl rings, that's all
Because
that matters.
somebody else brought up a great point. They were like, "Yeah, they cheat." But I'm asking you this question: Who's still the best coach that you've seen in NFL history?
Bill Belichick.
Who's still the best quarterback you've ever seen?
Tom Brady.
And guess what? The cheating does not take away from those two facts.
Nope.
That's why they'll never hold it against him.
Ever. 6 rings, people.
And with that said, let Barry Bonds into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Just saying.
How about that?
They did a whole year spent 30 for 30
saying.
what Sammy Sosa used to be or look like and Mark McGwire.
And they all worried
Sammy.
Yeah.
And are they in the Hall of Fame?
Sammy done switched up, man. Like major.
You talk about major. You thought Michael Jackson surgery was bad.
Yeah, this shit was
But anyway,
horrible.
back to this shit. So I was like, you know what? I want Cam Newton. I was thinking, man, COVID needs to light up just a little bit because I kind of want to see the season. Until you sent a story into the group chat and it said Antonio Brown is in talks with Tampa Bay to join the team.
Well,
No.
All right, so
No team. No.
I'm telling you, there's an update.
Oh, what's the update?
He's running routes with Russell Wilson.
I saw that.
So that's still on the
See,
table.
I would much rather him be in fucking Tampa.
Yeah. No.
Oh yeah, see, yeah. Now
I
you're
would
not getting.
much rather
I
him
want
be
him
in
to play
Tampa
too.
than in
I
Seattle.
don't want to see him in the NFC
Fuck
West and
no.
play
I
him
don't want to
twice.
see. No, I don't see. No.
Seriously.
So no season then. Season's
No
canceled.
season. Get out of here, bro.
I don't want nothing.
I
No.
need football. This shit is taking way too long.
Either way, I don't like what if Brady gets that or he's over here. I don't want to see none of that. I don't want to.
Yeah, I'll say this: Antonio Brown goes to the Tampa Bay Bucks. That's
a big fuck you.
That's crazy.
like think about that. That offense with Jameis
that would
Winston
be-
was already putting
yeah.
up numbers.
Yeah.
When they just
Gronk-
added Gronk and Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown's just going into the slot because
who-
Goodwin and
and
Mike Evans are the
the
top
greatest
receivers.
quarterback of
Oh
all
my
time.
god.
And
No.
they got a committee running back.
No.
And by the way, their defense wasn't half bad.
No, their defense
Like
actually
remember,
really good.
remember,
Yeah.
the reason why the defense had to keep playing was because Jameis kept throwing the picks.
Yeah.
like
30
if
of
God
them.
is on Tom Brady's side, if God is on Tom Brady's side, we're gonna have a season.
But see, that's how you always say God has a cruel sense of humor.
sense of humor.
Because think about it like this: Florida keeps getting us in all this shit, and potentially the Super Bowl will be in Florida.
Yeah.
Like think about that. That would be the cruelest sense of humor. Like
Oh,
if
my
y'all
God.
motherfuckers just put your masks on, you would actually be able to celebrate in Florida, but you can't because we still locked up. But I can't diss you because the Super Bowl trophy now resides in
shit.
Florida.
Yeah. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, whatever.
I just think it's funny that all the quarterback changes took full circle. So Cam ended up in New England, taking over for Tom Brady.
Right.
Tom Brady ended up in Tampa Bay, taking over for Jameis.
Right.
Jameis ended up in New Orleans, taking over for
Brees.
Bridgewater as the backup.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Bridgewater ended up in Carolina,
Oh,
taking over for
shit.
Cam.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
That's a.
Yeah, he just 4 of them.
That was wild.
Shit.
But the NFL.
Good job connecting the dots.
Yeah,
Just
well,
wanna
I
point
didn't
that out.
connect it. There was already a graphic of that. I'm just.
All right, well,
yeah.
good job fucking bringing it to the table, goddammit.
yeah.
So,
Now the NFL, whereas the NBA has created a bubble and they have officially that bubble is going to happen. The schedule has been released for the teams. That is all done. The NFL just looks very stupid in the light.
I mean, yeah.
yeah.
There is no bubble in place, which means that they are now taking out 2 preseason games. So the first week, including the Hall of Fame game, and then the week 4 preseason game, those are done. They're not going to be in.
I mean, I never liked the Hall of Fame game anyway.
But then it gets better. How would you like it if your football team did not travel to the city at least one day before, but instead flew out to the game the day of and then played the game?
No.
Because that is what the NFL teams are now discussing. They are suggesting that the teams just fly out the day of the game, go play, and then fly back so they don't have to deal with the hotel stay.
Aren't you glad you're not working for the Raiders no more?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Jet lag much?
Although I will say it probably would make life easier because we wouldn't have to wear suits and shit.
Yeah.
I could just be in my
Sweats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thinking of making
But-
fans go on.
But that's just one option. Hey, we're just gonna fly out the day of the game. Never mind the fact that you're fucking a fucking West Coast team to the East Coast.
Yeah, nah.
And how does that work when you go play in London?
It don't matter.
Like, yeah.
It don't matter.
So now the thing, because of there's no paperwork that separates the owners and the stadium from liability if somebody catches COVID at these games. Like it's just there's just none, which means that any fan can come out and say, "Hey, I got this shit from going to your game," and the owners aren't protected.
Oh
So
shit.
now what they're saying is they are thinking of, yeah, we can have fans. We're gonna close off the first 6 to 8 rows of the tarp to keep them distance from the players.
Oh
But
yeah.
we'll still have fans, but y'all gotta sign waivers before you come in.
Right.
Well,
And one person I'm sure you can guess who, is disagreeing with that whole situation. He voted against it.
Which is Sherman?
No. No, owners.
Oh.
Think owners. Come on.
Jerry Jones?
Wrong.
No, hell no.
Oh, no. Jerry Jones.
Hell no. He would say yes to that.
Young Mr. Davis,
Oh.
the owner of the Raiders.
Yeah.
He doesn't want that shit because he's... And you know what?
See that stadium?
No, but you know what? At this point, I will actually give him credit.
Yeah.
I'm giving him credit on this one because the reason why he voted against it was because he wanted to have the black hole and those fans there.
That stadium
because you got to remember,
huge.
yeah, that stadium's huge, but all the seats are already paid for.
Yes.
So that means that the people who are supposed to be sitting in those seats,
They can't sit in those
they
seats.
won't sit in those seats.
Yeah.
So where are they going to sit? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
That stadium is...
I kind of agree with them on this one.
And,
I'm not gonna lie.
I looked, they showed the inside of that stadium. I'm like, damn, that sucks. They ain't gonna fill that bitch up to 2021 or 2. Like, shit, man.
But it's just a reminder for everybody that was like, no, the Raiders shouldn't move. Yeah, you see that new stadium, yeah, because that was the same shit I saw when they was saying, hey, if you want to go, we'll figure it out. Because I saw the specs of that stadium on paper.
Oh,
My
yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Nah, the stadium looks amazing.
That looks
bro.
like,
Seriously, it really
looks
does.
beautiful. You guys see the Super Bowl playing over that bitch or WrestleMania? My God. Speaking of wrestling. Oh my God. Remember when I was praising Vince McMahon after WrestleMania? Oh man, that goes out the window.
No.
Oh, shit, what happened now?
Oh my God. Last week, it was reported by the dirt sheets, not by WWE, not even by ESPN, the dirt sheet, like the wrestling journalist, they revealed that multiple people got COVID. Because the Performance Center is out in New York. They tested positive for COVID-19.
Wait, multiple people?
Like a dozen, almost in the double digits.
Including wrestlers?
Yes.
What the fuck?
And yeah, because their test results came back and they made no announcements about
That's
it,
crazy.
including Renee Young, one of the announcers that one of the well-known announcers and shit like that. She went home to Vegas because she's with Dean Ambrose or John Moxley from AEW. And she was feeling like trash, so they got like a personal test kit for the COVID-19 positive, and she tested positive for it.
I wonder how.
Yeah, because she tested negative when she was at the Performance Center, and then when she flew back, she tested positive.
Oh, yeah, I wonder how.
Yeah, and so
Just because you're in the Performance Center don't mean she left they have to go back and forth.
I know.
So, yeah, I wonder how.
So then after that, there's reports going out because none of the wrestlers know anything that's going on. They're pissed off. They're still there. They were letting family members, like little small family members and fans, come into the Performance Center, and they told them not to wear a mask.
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, I'm surprised this is not a bigger. This is the reason why
Wow.
ESPN's not talking about it, because they have a working relationship with WWE. They don't want this story out, but it's getting traction in the wrestling community. Even the wrestlers didn't know what was going on. They had to go on the internet to get the news because they've been keeping them in the dark about it. And get this story, people. Oh my God, I had to reread this shit. I already put it in the group chat. So, with the Raw roster, they did a test for all the groups with the Raw roster and shit, and apparently Vince McMahon didn't like the results, so he said, yo, test them again.
Wait.
It's like a Trump rally.
Yeah.
Hi,
You heard me, Martine.
I didn't like the results, so,
So,
yeah.
nah, that's bullshit. Test them again.
Nah, science is wrong.
Yeah.
Nah.
Fuck these doctors. Do it again.
So, on this point, I have not been watching wrestling. I mean, I've kind of glimpsed at it, but that
It's time
was
to protest
nasty.
now.
That's nasty to me. It doesn't sit well with me that you're treating them like that.
It's about time. It's time to protest.
And there's
Nah,
only
that's
three
wild, bro.
wrestlers have left, like Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn, and fucking Kevin Owens. They've all said, Kevin Owens found out about the positive. He was like, I'm out. I got kids. And
Time to protest.
Roman
What
Reigns is
makes
like,
it
I got
work-
leukemia, bro. So
that too. And
I'm
what
out.
makes it worse is that now that Jersey and New York and Connecticut have kind of shut their borders down, and for everyone that has pretty much the hot spots of COVID, the governors came together and said, you know what? If you're gonna fly into here, you have to quarantine for 2 weeks. So WWE headquarters is in Connecticut and New York and shit. So from what I've read, they're gonna try and bypass that and fly into Philadelphia and then drive there. That's just the best.
Protest, Busby. It's time to
I
protest.
I haven't watched in the past few weeks because that's nothing really in my mouth. Like that's fucked up.
Yeah.
And they're still running shows. Right now, they're still running them, and people are still watching.
It's fucking horrible.
It's fucked up. I'm looking at them as humans, man. Like, that's
horrible,
fucked
man.
up. And the NBA ain't no different. People testing positive over there, they're still gonna do it.
The thing is, though, with the NBA, like, it's 5%. And when I'm saying this, I'm not saying this to be cruel.
Yeah.
I'm saying that when you give your first wave of tests, if I were to tell you in any test you got, you're going to have a 95%, you're probably going to be like, all right, well, fine, like, cool. So out of the 360 players that were tested, like 16 came back positive.
Yeah, and all from the Pelicans.
So, no, not all.
Oh, I thought it was all from the Pelicans.
No, he had 3.
Oh, okay.
Only like all these teams, like the Sixers are the only team I think that they don't have any positives.
Okay.
They don't have any players that aren't going to the bubble.
Okay.
But like the Nets, DeAndre Jordan, he tested positive, so he's not going.
Right.
Spencer Dinwiddie, he's
on the fence still, right?
He's still on the fence, even though he tested positive. See, and I'm not trying to be cruel, but I saw a lot of people that are like, oh, this is definitely gonna have an asterisk, and I'm like, if you're gonna use the Nets as to why you think there's gonna be an asterisk, the Nets were going to that bubble without KD or Kyrie to begin with.
Period.
So
seriously,
their ceiling was
And
the
also,
second round.
They're going into literally ground zero because Florida is literally just a cesspool for that fucking virus because they haven't shut down nothing over there. Houston, Texas rolled back their shit. Arizona rolled back their shit. California is in the process because they shut down all the bars because, again, I don't know why Gavin Newsom opened up the bars. I think he underestimated how stupid people are. No, my mom was like, nah, he underestimated how alcohol makes people. So, whatever, man.
That's the thing.
Yeah, for my mother.
Yep.
Wear a fucking mask, people.
Now with the schedule
Seriously.
for the NBA, Lakers got all national games, so I'm good.
I mean, yeah, you guys got LeBron James.
Like the first game is the final Clippers showdown, and what I also learned is that none of these games matter in the sense of these 8 games before the postseason are literally pre-postseason games.
So it's like
So it's
just
like
get everybody get their
warm-up
feet
games.
wet.
Oh,
so
okay.
I can now watch this and not get
angry.
Not
get too invested in shit.
They said the
Yeah.
only way the Lakers lose the first round slot is if they completely lose all 8 games.
Oh, that's
so
not
we
bad.
only got there's 8 games and
This
we only
is
got to
gonna
win.
be like watching the Olympics.
We only got to win 3 of them
This is gonna be
Yeah.
like watching the Olympics, like Team USA.
for the first 8 games. After that, it's the playoffs.
I don't know, but this is like watching the
Yeah.
Olympics and shit because you know how it's always
Every game matters.
in one fucking
Yeah.
in one fucking setting and shit. That's what it kind
Well,
of.
not only that, think about this
I get what
aspect.
you're saying.
Think about this aspect. I'm being funny, but shit, it's true. People have been so deprived of gambling. Not only do you get to gamble on the games, now you get to gamble on a pool of which players you think is going to catch this shit.
Oh,
If LeBron
shit.
catches it, they're shutting that shit down.
Nah,
No, they're not going to shut it down.
nah.
Damn,
No,
I can't see that.
they're not shutting
As
it
soon as
down.
I said it, I'm thinking about it. 'Cause I'm looking at what Vince is doing. Like, damn.
Yeah, and you're saying nah, right?
I like how you guys didn't even knock on the wood either. It's like,
Yeah.
that's just going to show you got Warriors in your blood. Yeah,
Nigga.
you ain't slick.
Boo this man.
You ain't slick.
Oh my god. Anyway,
They're all heading to the, like, but that was the thing too. Everybody keeps bringing up, they're like, oh, another one's testing positive, another one's testing positive. I'm like, how do you know that they weren't a part of the 16 that tested positive? Because they never, they never released the names at the time. The only person's name that came out was Jokic. That's because he was overseas.
Yeah, right.
So like,
because he couldn't come back into America, right?
So clearly we knew that was what it was.
Well, he's visiting his family, bro.
but still, he wasn't. No, but wasn't he the one that went to the parties and shit?
No.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, wait, did he?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
him.
okay.
Yeah, he was out there partying.
Yeah.
And then in addition to
You're right. You're right.
in addition to
Like
COVID,
Gavin Newsom. Aw.
in addition to the COVID racists, they keep pushing Donovan Mitchell to a place where it's like I'm watching like Palpatine, just like good, because it's every fucking Utah fan. They're getting mad because the NBA announced they're gonna put Black Lives Matter decals on each side of the court.
Right.
That's dope. They should put the Kobe fucking symbol there too.
Nah, Kobe ain't got nothing to do with this. And a bunch of Utah fans was like, "Oh, this is bullshit. I'm not watching it. I'm not watching this. You lost a fan forever." And then Donovan Mitchell was like, "All right, peace. Like, fine."
Being fan forever. I thought you would stop being fans after Jordan put that L, the last L in the finals. The fuck you talking about?
No, you're talking about the NBA.
Oh, the NBA period?
Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
Because this ain't about the Jazz. This the NBA is putting these decals on.
Oh wow.
But again, it's showing the difference of, certain places and elements like Utah.
What would you have on your back? What Black Lives Matter name would you have on
they
there?
won't be any names of the deceased.
That's respectful.
You can't put like Floyd or nothing.
And I saw a lot of people upset about that. And on one hand, I get it because I was like, all right, if you had your heart set on that, that's fine. But on the other hand, I was like, y'all completely missing the business standpoint of this. Like, they sell jerseys. You would have to. There'd have to be a whole situation to get the families in. And I'm not saying this in a bad way, but you'll have that community of families that are like, thank you for doing it. Yes, we give you the green light. You don't have that community of families that's like, nah, I need my cuts.
I need my money.
And you can't use it until, you know what I'm saying? So then it brings up this whole shit. And then somebody else brought up a good point. They were like, I mean, think about the shit that happened in China. What if somebody wants to put that on their back? It already cost them 9 figures. You know what I'm saying? So it's like...
Money.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, what would you put on? I'd put FTP. That'd be my shit. Or
John Morant wanted to put that because John Morant wears 12. So he wanted to put 12.
I was thinking of not FTP or FDT. You know, fuck Donald Trump.
Well, if I'm the newly acquired Los Angeles Laker and J.R. Smith, I'm putting Heem Dog on my back.
Heem Dog? This guy.
Or I'm like, for the XFL, he hate me.
Yeah, if I'm Deion Waiters, I'm putting Edible on my back.
Oh my God. Change the number to 420.
Yeah. 420. It's 4 and then the 20.
Yeah. Shit, I was just off by 1 because Deion Waiters is wearing 18 and JR is wearing 21. If Deion Waiters was to wear 19, they both make up 40.
Oh man!
Put them next somebody that's wearing putting that 20. That 420.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, man, there better be a 30 for 30 on this season.
Oh, there needs to.
There needs to be like a docu-series on this shit.
Yeah.
Because this is just just that whole year, the season period, Kobe's death, and then the COVID situation. Like this.
But I will say this: as wild as all the, and again, you have to take caution into what's going on. As wild as this is, whoever the main doctor is that's been, relaying all the
one in the White House?
Fauci.
Yeah. Dr. Fauci has said the NBA is the only league that is actually, if he was to recommend it, he's like, I would recommend it in this way. Like, they are doing it correct. His only thing is, maybe they should go to Toronto, but maybe that might fuck up your guys' TV money because of what you got planned, because of, that's the fucking thing about Florida. They have the TV deals with ESPN, Walt Disney, all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I can mess that up. But otherwise, he's like, I would recommend the way they're doing it, because I sure as I ain't recommend it for the NFL. They're talking about flying in the day of. Like, that's a bigger issue than staying in a bubble, because now you bring in what you got for however many hours, and then you flying right back out.
I still want whoever wins the championship. I still want the Disney parade.
They got
a parade just full of all the Disney characters.
The Disney characters, and that's it.
Fuck it.
Like out there screaming, like, and then on top of that, they can't even talk, so they're just like,
yeah.
Wearing the Laker jerseys or whatever. Fuck it, just do it.
Yeah.
Have like the confetti coming down. Fuck it.
We don't see how that plays.
That'd be like the quietest parade ever.
Right.
With Disney songs playing here in the Circle of Life, LeBron holding up the fucking.
Oh my God. All right, see right there? You got me.
Yeah, I'm fine now.
I'm reeled in.
Yeah. Kobe had amnesty that.
Oh,
LeBron gonna have asterisk this.
Yeah, right?
These guys are, man.
I don't give a fuck what I'm saying this as knowing damn well that something could happen to the Lakers and we don't get it. I'm fully saying this. I'm not putting an asterisk by anything.
Oh yeah,
I know you not, but if
I don't even care
LeBron
who
gets
wins.
it, I just he's gonna have to hear that.
No, you're missing what I'm saying. I'm saying that something could very well happen to the Lakers and we don't win. I'm still not putting an asterisk by anything.
Yeah,
like this is not an asterisk.
That trophy is gonna be special. That's gonna be a trophy that's gonna be remembered in history forever. Forever.
Well, yeah, because I mean, it's the first time it ever became like an actual tournament. Like,
right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, this is why. That's what I'm low-key excited.
Yeah,
First is the All-Star game, and now the pandemic game, the pandemic tournament, the COVID tournament.
Like I, for all intents and purposes, like it's always been a tournament, but this time it's like
legit.
Now this is
there.
If you ever really needed anything to tell you ball is life, this is ball is life.
This is it.
Yeah.
And it's the end of the month. That's when it starts, right?
Yeah, July 30th. July 30th. They moved it up a day.
Oh,
July 30th. It's the Thursday because the Pelicans played the Jazz to start off, and then after it's Lakers Clippers.
Oh shit! I thought wasn't that on August 1?
No, it's July 30th. They moved it up a day.
Damn, so the 30th and 31st, so it's going to be NBA and then fucking Beyonce shit the day after.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, on Disney
Well,
Plus.
more NBA because it's just NBA's just kicking off, but the NBA is every day from that point on.
Oh my god, so we're going to have the fucking computer on watching this shit.
No. The Lakers, their lone Wednesday game is at 3:30.
Oh, so we can watch it before.
So that's the beauty about these Lakers games. They're no longer at...
And then we'll be on live after.
Yeah, the latest Laker game is at 6:30. I am enjoying that.
That's what's up.
Fully.
That's what's up.
3:30 our time, right?
Yeah, 3:30 our time.
No,
Yeah.
that's not what's up. I work.
Oh, that sucks.
Gotta start taking Wednesdays off, man.
Yeah.
Nah, what I need to start doing is start streaming shit.
Oh,
That's what I need to do.
yeah.
Well, me, JC will watch it.
I'll watch it for you.
I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'll relay the
Man,
message.
Twitter gonna be
Dick.
fire, man. The basketball Twitter gonna be fire. They're gonna be.
Man, NBA Twitter at fucking 3:30 p.m. on a Wednesday.
Oh,
And
God.
they're quarantined. And they've been.
And there ain't shit else to do when
And
you're
they're spawning.
salivating over that shit.
And they're just desperate for it. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. It's gonna
My
be
sports
beautiful.
nut about to be busted in abundance when, like, as soon as them niggas touch down and like,
As soon as they tip the
as soon as
ball.
they fuck the ball. As soon as I see them niggas walk into the bubble, it's
You're just like. They tipped the ball.
it's like the kid in the video on some yeah.
Nah.
That sportiness is going all the way out.
Well, we're just giving you a.
You wrong, bro.
No, he's wrong too.
Nah, you right next to me though.
You can't thrust on him.
That's disgusting.
I did it.
I know.
Yeah.
Wow,
You're nasty.
Yeah, nasty.
Anyways, to run down the last few moments, I want to get in depth with this because it's gonna be the 10-year anniversary of the decision. But fortunately, the anniversary comes next week on the 8th, so I'm gonna save that for next
All right,
week.
for sure.
But shouts out, round of applause to LeBron and Maverick Carter. $100 million investment for their production company.
Dude, all these
LeBron really came
rappers
to
getting this money.
LeBron really came to LA to play basketball and put black and brown people on. Can't fault that.
Nah.
Respectable.
Definitely.
And for Kobe fans, Lakers fans, and just basketball fans, sports fans in general, Clutch Points is doing a special 10-part series over the next 5 weeks starting July 5th, this upcoming Sunday. It's called Mamba Out 2020, and it focuses on Kobe's point of view of the 2010 NBA Finals.
That's the one against Boston, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That was the best one. Yeah, that
It's
game.
his last Finals.
Yep.
Yeah, his final championship.
10-part
And
series.
I don't know how long these episodes are. Clutch Points, they said they're going to release it on all their social media and their YouTube page. So I don't know how long and in-depth these are. I could give a fuck. You give me a 15-minute little webisode, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
Yeah, not same here.
You can give me...
It's Kobe,
Yeah,
man.
you can give me 10, 15-minute... That's cool. That's fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
And then each week, they're showing 2 of them. So, for 5 weeks, you get 2 episodes on the same night.
Good.
I'm fucking with that.
Yeah,
Again,
seriously.
that's Clutch Points.
10-year anniversary.
Mamba Out 2020, starting July 5th.
So next week's gonna be the 10-year anniversary of the quote-unquote decision.
Yeah.
I remember.
We don't talk. No. Save it.
Okay.
Save it. Because we over 3 hours. So, but
That's all
yeah.
our shows.
Well, I want to eat. So, I'm hungry.
Oh yeah, I know how you get when you're hungry.
Yeah.
Next time I bring you Snickers.
No. No, you missed the point. When I get hungry,
It's a joke. JJ.
well, I have medical conditions.
Oh.
When I get hungry, I get migraines. So, yeah.
Yeah, with everything going on, yeah, you eat
Yeah.
something. Ah, shit. Well, anything else?
No, that's what I was closing it up with. We're going to save that decision for next week. Prime time.
Well, depending on what happens next week when it comes to music. I'm always just saying it. If any fuckery happens in music, good fuckery, entertainment fuckery.
Well, we at least know Pop Smoke and Westside Gunn are on deck.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
a thing.
Yes, sir.
This is 189, right?
189.
Yeah, we're getting
189.
close, man. 10 more episodes, and then we'll be at 200.
11.
11. Well, now next week. You know what I mean. Anyway,
You know what I mean?
yada. This is episode 189 of the Logical Sense Podcast. You could always follow me on that Twitter. Shout out to Mr. Fab. You can follow me at Mr. Busby 4 lowercase 08. You can follow us on Twitter at TLogicalSP. You can follow us on Instagram at TheLogical Sense, and of course on the Facebook.
Give me a hell yeah!
And of course, on all social media, you can hit me up, JC No. We getting close. I'm gonna figure out my shit out because I was going go on caffeine for the Verzuz battle, and then it just the whole plan just went and backfired. So I'm gonna try to plan out an actual day. And then I realized I left the camera here. So I was like,
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It looks very different from using the computer camera to using that nice 4K camera. So, yeah. But soon, I'm going to start utilizing caffeine. Especially for some of the shit that's coming up, too.
Seriously, they got some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially when it comes to basketball.
Oh,
I'm going to be watching the games on caffeine. I just want to let that be known.
that's going to be interesting, dog.
I would. You, Martine?
Oh, yeah. You can find me at Beats Be Killing Them on all social medias. And search Venomous spelled VNMS on all your digital streaming platforms. Stream my music. That'd be great. I'd appreciate it.
He needs money.
That too.
We all need money.
But I need money.
I need that second stimulus check.
That would be cool, but you know, what I mean, whatever, man.
Y'all need
$2,500 minimum.
period.
And then let's see, my playlist was out on Saturday, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Called Boom Bong. It's a J-Bug playlist. Hella shits. Hella songs, hits after hits.
Yeah, we dropped our June playlist.
And then we got the June playlist.
Even though that was last month, but go listen to that.
We always drop it at the end of the month, though.
End of the month, so listen to all our favorite tracks of that month. That kind of, set the tone for the month. My playlist is coming next week.
So yours is what, on the 6th, right?
Something like 6. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna put the 6ix9ine track on there just for you, Martine.
Fuck you.
It'll be the whole playlist.
Dick.
I know, it's like torture. That's how they torture people.
I won't listen.
I know. That's how they torture people. Just play 6ix9ine records. 6ix9ine and Drake. Just for you.
Oh my
god. Whole playlist
God,
just for you, Martine.
My brain would like melt out my ears.
Yelling and singing. Yelling and simp raps. The perfect combination.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Anyway.
AD came back looking like Play in
Kid and Play?
in Class Act.
With the cornrows?
Not the cornrows, but the twists.
The twist out?
Yeah,
AD went back to the gym looking like, okay, all right.
Man.
Y'all see my hair right now, man. I need a fucking haircut desperately, but I'm not getting COVID for y'all niggas.
Hey, bald is beautiful, man. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. But nah, man,
I
seriously.
ain't cut my hair in a cool minute.
Words of Gavin
Ain't nothing
Newsom.
new.
Words of Gavin Newsom. Wear a damn mask. Just like how he talks, man. Just wear a goddamn mask.
Shit.
And the 4th of July, stay in your house. Don't invite people over. Barbecue at your house with your family or by yourself. Or Zoom the food. However the case. But if you do go to houses, wear a damn mask.
Or just order a lot of weed.
Or that.
Relax.
Just smoke some weed, man.
Or Wingstop. I'm about to do some Wingstop. Well,
Some weed and Wingstop.
I mean, we're not wearing masks, but we know where the fuck we all been at.
You know what? Wingstop sound fire as fuck right now. I'm out of here. I'm putting that order in. Peace.
And we out this bitch.
Later.
Wear a mask and fuck hoe ass nigga.
Peace.
Bro.